Hello, this is the start of the video, everybody. Hi,
This is the first start of the video.
we are incredible.
What's this we talk, Kimasabe?
I was about to say.
What do you mean we?
We.
Yeah, I just hope you guys are. I hope you guys are going strong with the lemonade going on, but you know.
Yeah, everything that is happening. Okay, hello.
Just I hope you guys open up a nice can of Sprite, get a good drink, and just stay at home.
Okay, everyone.
My God.
Sprite, not sponsored. Unless you want to.
And we are back. So, as of right now, the party of adventurers known as the Glorious Goats are venturing out once more into the heavy cobblestone roads of the countryside of Azanta's Fort in the Kingdom of Yearning. This band of relatively peculiar characters has bonded over the course of a few months of both hardship and respite. In this band, the most prominent figures, apart from the horses, are the characters themselves. A human druid, undergoing by the name of Ashful Venture, of the Circle of the Shepherd. A high elf fighter, by the name of Lupus. A half-orc, barbarian, who also has a little bit of a bardic spark inside of him, undergoing by the name of Grimthod. A shifter, of druidic nature, of the Circle of the Moon, by the name of Coda. A high elf, warlock of study, and patron to the Great Old One, by the name of Kiki. And last, but definitely not least, a Triton fighter, by the name of Mako.
Hello.
We're not afraid to double up in this party.
I'm mostly bored, by the way.
As of right now, the group is on top of a wooden carriage, riding with a few horses in the front, guided into the relatively open and sparse countryside outside of the town of Cairn, and on the first day of travel into the relative unknown. You guys, as you are venturing into the countryside, you basically talk among yourselves. The day is clear, the sun is shining bright, and the winds are relatively cool, not too windy today. It's a nice clear day, perfect day for traveling. The only other creatures that you can see as you on your way are what appears to be some of the critters, what appears to be rabbits and squirrels in the nearby trees, as well as the occasional deer. And yeah, you're making your way through the forest.
Taking a break from his studies, Grimthog will kind of shift over. Which cart is Code in?
The other one.
Yeah, Coda's in the other one.
Okay, he's gonna kind of like wave over towards the other cart. It's like, hey, bandage go!
Coda from his book kind of like pulls the book back and looks over that direction.
Hey, there seems to be some pretty good prey around. You want to do some hunting?
Coda's like, I'm sure. That sounds fine.
Cool. Kind of looks up the trail to where the carts are going. Goes like, we'll catch up with you at that bend up around by the river there. That all right?
Alright.
If you wish to do so.
Right.
Not straight too far.
Shouldn't be more than a couple minutes. And Grimthog will hop off and try to track one of the animals he saw.
And Coda will follow. And
Right.
they were never to be seen again.
And they both died.
And that's how it ended before it even started. Cool. Give me a survival check as you're hunting for deer.
Yeah, deer. If not deer, he'll probably.
Deer or moose,
rabbit.
whatever is
Medium
the
to
general
small
idea in this
game?
area. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, look, you rolled my modifier. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm helping.
Okay. Yes, you are. You could also give the helping action to keep advantage on the roll instead of rolling for your own, but this is fine. Basically, as you're tracking, as you basically hop off from the carriage and with a smile on your face, you start running towards the nearby brushes. Koda follows you, and first of all, Crypto, you don't see any tracks on the ground. The mud is, although it is relatively dry and should be able to show off some relatively fresh tracks, you can't seem to find any. It's a little bit like it's as graceful as a dancer. This deer probably has managed to escape you. Koda, as you are basically looking to the ground, you can see a couple of what appears to be track scars on the nearby trees, from what appears that the deer has basically bounced off from the bark, and you can actually see it in a small little collection of brushes, seemingly crouched down, sitting.
Grandpa is scratching the back of his head. He's like, "Oh, I think we lost it."
I kind of pointed out to him.
Oh, okay, there it is. Alright. Do you want to do javelins or do you want to charge it?
Coda has a javelin ready, just looking at you. It's like,
Yeah, right. Grimpod will also ready his javelin.
Alright. Make me a couple
And
of attacks.
Let me quickly check. Can I reckless attack with a javelin? I think I can. Yep, it's a strength. No, it's a melee. Where you can only reckless with melee. Okay, normal straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
27.
ooh.
That definitely hits. Roll damage, both of you. Alright.
10.
Before the deer raises its head momentarily before a couple of javelins stab it, and with a bit of a mournful bellow, it falls onto the green grass, where blood begins to spill from the open wounds.
Coda will go up to the deer, make sure the deer's eyes are closed, and just kind of thank it for its for letting us feed off of it.
Grimthought will pull his knife and immediately cut its throat to let it properly bleed out.
The blood flows. It falls onto the ground, and this is a relatively young deer. Not a child deer, like a baby deer. I don't exactly,
Juvenile.
I don't exactly fawn. There we go.
Oh god, we killed Bambi.
Well, at least we didn't kill his mom.
It looks more mature than the fawn.
Yeah.
It's a young buck, basically, or what? Is that what it is, or is it a female deer?
It's a female deer.
It's a doe.
It's
Okay,
a
cool.
stag.
It's a doe. Alright.
It's a doe, thank you.
Grimthought will grab some of the blood from the neck and just kind of like.
Surprisingly, tastes. You have had quite a few drinks so far. This is not as cold as you thought it would be. It's relatively warm. It's a very fresh kill.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it is when you've just got it fresh from the body. So having done the ritual that his tribe taught him for whenever he secures a kill that he's planning on eating, he lets it bleed out. He kind of hoists the deer over his shoulder and lets it bleed out as he walks.
Leaving behind yourself a trail of blood, you make your way back to the carriages that have properly stopped for you. The rest of you can see Grimthod returning back with a relatively medium-sized deer on his back.
And 2 javelins sticking out of it.
And you,
I presume we'd recover our weapons so that the thing isn't implanted into the ground.
good going,
Jeez.
Impaler.
Well, you managed to secure the kill.
Yep, we got dinner.
Should we make dinner immediately, or do you want to continue a bit?
As long as you're right with your bleeding out the back, that's fine. You gotta make sure that you get all the blood out, otherwise it's gonna turn bad real quick. So maybe best if we want to travel to like let it hang, so the blood drips out.
Kiki kind of looks towards the others to see what they think.
For now, let's just rest and eat.
Alright, I'll get this prepped up then.
Maybe it's not a good idea to leave a trail of blood behind when we're...
Can't we just use magic to clean that?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, would that work? I don't know.
What kind of magic? Prestidigitation.
Maybe?
With a wave of your hand, and Mako saying, "Oh, there it goes." You watch the blood just begins to disappear. However, the wound is still producing blood.
Makes sense. Grimthought's also going to have to skin it anyway, so.
Okay, make me a harvesting check. That would be a survival check.
Cool.
Oh, you want to do the help action?
Yeah, do you want me to, shall Grimthought help Coda do the harvest then, just because of logic of, stat?
Okay, sure, go for it.
Alright, you have advantage. Cool.
22.
Yeah.
On a star rating of 1 to 3, where would you put this spell?
I would put this at a very fine 3. That was a 22. Shahush shirtless. That would be Grimthought.
Yep.
It's a very fine day to be clothed. There is no need. Grimthought is in front of nobility.
He wouldn't be clothed in front of nobility.
Oh, yeah.
That is very true.
So, as far as loot goes, from the deer, you can get its hide, which is basically you get an amount of 2 hides. Basically, you can use these 2 pairs of hide to craft armor, make hilts for weaponry, or decoration even. However you want it.
You can also just sell them on.
Yeah.
And then we have the bones.
The bit that Coda really cares about.
The bones can be used if you are very capable with crafting. Sorry, if you're very capable with crafting, you could craft them into weapons. Lizard folk do this best. However, for most civilized people, the bones of a creature usually are disposable. For Coda, these bones might as well be nature's bounty, as in weapons, arrows, darts, even structure material, you name it.
Arcade focuses.
Yeah.
Just shoot someone with arrows. Like, is that a bone? Who does this?
I presume we get enough for a dinner to feed the entire party out of the dinner.
Yeah. You are a few people, so the dinner is gonna be not as bountiful. It's like a fine dinner. It's a modest dinner.
We ate today. That's all that matters.
Could I take the time to call out my new friend?
Oh, you're gonna do it right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, and I'll cast Find Steed to call out my new friend.
And how do you?
I
What's that, Kiki?
Celestial.
You cast counterspell?
I choose Celestial.
Okay. Question mark. How does
Yes.
Mako summon the creature? As in, what is
I mean, It's a sort of a ritual. It's not an actual ritual spell, but it is 10 minutes. So I just start playing my music, start using my horn.
And what are you singing about, your friend?
I am singing about probably one of those old tales, at least in my culture, where the hero is lost but finds the help of a friend, of a guide.
So, okay, basically, as you begin to sing this song of one of your own folk heroes who ventured into the land above the seas and faced turmoil abundant, you begin to describe that in their aid came a creature with claws as long as daggers and fangs as pierceful as the best of arrows. And as you continue to describe the creature, fur long and grey, spiked, the eyes slitted yet large. And what happens is after like 5 minutes, like halfway through your spellcasting, you watch as a form begins to be made out from the very song you sing. And what appears before you is a pure white light form that takes on the characteristics of how you sing the song, until everyone sees a large wolf dog-like creature appear before Mako. It is almost as big as a horse in height, and definitely bigger of build. And you have summoned a warg.
Yeah, you're the good boy.
Oh, also, the game is homebrewed. Get it out of the way first.
Probably should have stated that like at the beginning of the video.
I'll
but-
make a video about it, but it's like...
Yeah.
This is gonna be Jen. Did you get that popcorn? I'll put it in the video.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
We'll do it live.
And yes,
And,
you have for your warg. Your warg.
Yeah. And I've also named it already. I don't know if you see it. Jen.
Hold up. Don't do this to me. Ah, I see. Cake.
He's called Cake.
It's cake!
For those of you who don't know, the party has named their horses Butters, Milk, and Chocolate, if I'm not incorrect.
Yeah, and cheese.
And
And
cheese,
cheese.
obviously. And now this is Cake. I think you guys are just hungry every time you play D&D.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Not wrong.
And
My
surprisingly
roommate just
enough,
brought me pizza, okay?
I will start chatting. I will say in Primordial, "Hello, Cake."
Cake responds back to you in Primordial. Alright, it is good to be alive. I feel very hairy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't want to do that, but it was an accident. I like the song.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And everyone else watches as this giant wolf-like creature begins to growl and speak in this deep tones.
Is this your friend? Oh.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
This
okay.
one, or
this is Cake.
Oh, okay.
that still does not answer my question.
I shouldn't eat him. He's a friend.
Okay.
Grimthon will walk over and pat Cake.
Where's the baker's man?
Be careful. Cake is smarter than both of us, Grimthon.
That does not surprise me.
Of course.
I just start petting it, and it just says in Primordial, "You shame us both with this display."
No, what it says in Primordial, Mako, that you can understand this is this a friend?
It is a friend, yes.
They're petting me.
Or should you want it to stop, I can ask.
No, this is good.
Oh, okay.
No, tell
I
him
do-
to never ever stop.
I do like a thumbs up.
millions on countless moons.
Ah,
This
petting.
petting is good.
Cake is
I was there during the fight of creation, but yes, this is good.
Cake is here to fight. If we like, Butters is there to ride. Cake is there to ride when I have to fight. Right, Cake? Saying primordial.
Of course, I am here to serve as your steed, and you watch the horse kind of turn. A little bit of disdain in Butter's eyes.
It's like, Butters, don't be upset.
Butters is jealous.
No, I want you two to become friends.
Oh, of course, and you see immediately the work as you're petting it, Grimdo starts to move away from you as it goes towards Butters. And as the warg looks up at the horse kind of looks away from it, and the warg just kind of moves in closer,
Oh,
and the horse kind of moves a little bit away.
I'm gonna see a word eat a horse.
It is a warhorse. Butters is an armored warhorse, and yes, it is. She's a tsundere. She's like, I can't believe that you would need another mount.
Kiki goes
Thunderous
to
horse.
Butters and he's just like, it's okay, Butters.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
fine.
Mako goes there as well. It's like, but like Butters, you know, you don't like to go in cramped spaces, right? In like smaller buildings. I don't use and speak with animals. I'm just talking.
Yeah, you just hear Butter respond back to you going,
Here, wait. I'll cast this there. Just like, But you don't, you don't want to go in buildings, right, Butters?
No, I don't like it. It's too small.
No. Well, Cake can go into building,
Okay.
and out of buildings I'll ride on you, and in buildings I can use Cake.
You promise?
I hold out a pinky, but they have nowhere to.
Butter just
Promise.
presses her forehead against your arm.
I promise. Okay.
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 I was picturing Butters just like horse lips, just sort of like over the pinky, just like hum.
Oh no!
Oh, no, that is have you seen horse teeth?
Oh
yeah. But yeah. Another fun fact: the horse and the warg are probably smarter than both Grimdon and Mako.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Butters is actually just quite stupid. Butters has like 2 intelligence.
Yeah. That's
But-
true.
Yeah, the warg is smarter than 2 of the party members.
Yes.
I mean, what is the warg's intelligence?
7.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We have the same intelligence score. I have the same
Yeah.
intelligence score as the
Yeah.
warg.
You're as smart. He's way smarter than Mako.
We have found Grimthon's peer.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Our battle.
Our battle will be led.
Grimthon sits down in front of a
Oh.
chess set across from the warg.
Like other people are like, Grimford, honey, please. Be.
No.
So, as you now have summoned the warg, you continue your charge forward, and the day is relatively uneventful so far. You can continue speaking among yourselves as you're basically on your way into the road.
Grimpod is going to take the rest of the day to practice with Celebrator, just trying to get better at
On the cart.
Yeah. He is not going to be using the magic to make it audible in 100 feet, but he will be practicing with the guitar to get better with it.
All right. Can you give me a performance check as you're
Sure
trying
thing.
to learn the weapon?
13.
First of all, you have not you're not a fan. You have not really practiced with string.
Yeah, this is the first time Grimthod has touched a string instrument.
So Grandma basically is like, yeah, here's Wonderwall, and as you strum the strings, it is music. You try to follow how you would strum the strings and you would hit the drum, so it's like and
So what I'm hearing is it's not Wonderwall. It's like it's like.
yes, but imagine as if Grimthor used his whole hand to kind of strum the strings instead of just yeah. So
Twang.
Does anyone have a string instrument nearby, the guitar that can do this? Mine actually is in tune, so I'd prefer not to.
It's not terrible.
It's not great though.
No, it's not.
It's getting
It
there.
is going to take time for you to learn this instrument.
Yes. Yeah. I've already got proficiency with drum. I'm probably going to have to practice with it a lot to get proficiency with guitar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Normally it's like 10 weeks minus your int.
Oh,
Minus
no.
your int plus a week. Or
Oh boy.
it will take time. And anyone else is doing anything else as they're on the cards?
Yeah, Koda's just gonna do his normal semi-workout routine, I guess. Gotta stay fit.
Alright, stretching those muscles.
Hitting your head to the card.
Nah.
Yeah, it does become a plus if you have a minus in intelligence and something requires minus intelligence, like negative becomes a plus.
Grimdon's so dumb that he becomes.
That he truly becomes a genius.
It takes more time to learn something if you lack the necessary skills. to
The
learn.
attention span.
If you guys didn't notice, we also don't know math either.
Yeah.
If you guys also have not noticed, none of them have counterspell except for probably Kiki, and I'm very happy about that.
Oh yeah, I bet you are happy about
I
that.
could get it, but you know.
Yeah. How many spell slots? Like 3? 2?
2.
Oh. Okay. Important thing to note is as you're making your way through the day, basically you don't encounter any other people, and you find something that you find throughout the road is that there are these dug in on the side of the road, like spots. Devoid of grass, just gravel sprayed over the location. Those are spots that different adventurers or travelers use to set up for the night, to stay by the road. So as nightfall begins to creep in, you can choose to continue your track into the night or take a stop.
I don't think we're in any major rushes, so we should probably just like stay for the night, kind of thing. Unless people have some major objection to taking time.
Yeah.
Do I know anything about the location we're currently at?
Right now you're in the open roads. Give me.
Well, this would be in the part in between the last two, in between the two towns. So
Like, is
Yeah.
it that far? Like, I thought we'd have been able to make it in a day. We left first thing.
Yeah. It takes about a day end to make it. It's very likely that you're gonna have to spend the night on the road. Now here's the thing. Give me a nature check or history
Okay.
to kind of try to recall information about the location you're in.
oh, that should be advantage. It's 15.
Okay. Basically, 18.
15.
15. There are animals here, although it's like relatively open plains. The forests that you're in, the sparse one, basically are a little bit more or less behind you, or like the side of you. As of right now, the most kind of creatures that live around here are usually either like wild horses or some of the more burrowful creatures. Moles and mole rats are very likely to be found here. Beyond that, you don't know of any kind of danger. that the surroundings may provide.
Alright.
At least not in this time of year.
Can I, while we're like tracking there, or like just going ahead, can I like try to see any marks of like people like that have been here like recently, like that?
I will tell you right now, you can see that the road has a lot of marks from carriages and different kind of footprints. It is not relatively too frequently used as a road, so people have come and gone. Can you give me a survival check?
Sure. Oh no, I'm terrible survival.
Right, people that have.
12.
12.
11.
Yeah, a lot of people have come and gone by. Are you looking for something specific?
Just like if anyone has been here recently.
You can tell people have passed through the roads. In fact, you can recognize a few of the footprints that are from horses. Probably are from the horses that Grimthod and Koda came in by from the contingent of knights when you were making your way there, but those are no longer visible because you have long since passed the encampment.
Cool.
So, basically, as night falls, people are you going to be situating watches, or are you going to go to sleep?
I mean, I'll have Cake be on watch the entire night since she doesn't have to, since he doesn't have to sleep.
You're gonna have cake.
Yeah, Cake will just be on watch during the entire night because she doesn't, or he doesn't have to.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll take like a watch as well.
Kiki will be the first 4 hours awake, then like be on trance the rest of the 4.
Anyone else is gonna take a watch?
Coda will take a watch at some point. I don't know who he's taking a watch with, but he will be taking a watch at some point.
Okay. Anyone else is gonna take a watch?
I'll take a watch at like the last watch when it gets morning because I don't have dark vision.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna take a watch as well, or?
Grimthod is kind of low on hit dice, so I'm actually gonna just sleep through this one.
And Ash and Lucas, is any of you going to be taking a watch, or are you going just to call it a day?
I'm gonna take a watch.
Yeah.
I think that's enough, so I'll just tend to the horses again.
All right. I need everyone who's going to be staying awake to give me a perception check right now.
22.
Damn.
This is for Mako,
Perception.
10.
and this is for Cake.
I believe in you, Cake.
Oh, this was
You
to the
went
DM,
down.
but it was
I can
it
see
was
it.
20.
I can see. Don't worry. Yeah, nice.
But he's not gonna tell us.
It's a 20 on the perception check.
Nice.
And okay. Yeah, that's some good checks. So are you keeping any lights on?
If we don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, are we gonna make a fire?
Does Cake have dark vision?
Yes, Cake has dark vision.
Oh, have we considered already eating the deer, or is it just still there?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was our dinner.
Okay,
Okay.
alright. Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, with the fact that like almost everybody who's on watch has dark vision, apart from like I think Mako and Koda,
I have dark vision.
I'd say probably only fires for their one would be necessary, and other than that, the other people like Lupus and Kiki and Cake will be able to just use dark vision and not draw attention to us with a fire or anything on those lines.
Alright.
Funny enough, Coda has dark vision.
Just Mako then.
It's just Mako.
I have one last question. Are you gonna be cooking the deer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had set up a fire.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
We let it go.
Unless they all want to eat it raw. I mean, Coda's fine with that.
No, cook it up, but like let the fire effectively burn out when people are going to bed, kind of thing, and then the people with
Yeah.
dark vision could just watch.
Alright. First watch is Koda and Cake.
And Kiki?
And Kiki. As the rest of you settle down to sleep, pulling out your sleeping bags from your packs and settling down into the relatively hard earth, slumber does not take too long to come to you, as the rest of you who are awake begin your watch.
Kiki turns towards Koda and just asks, "How do you feel about this crew?"
Indifferent.
What do you mean?
It brings good memories and bad memories.
What do you mean good and bad memories?
This isn't the first time I've had friends. I just do not like having friends.
Well, they also bring us protection, and it's always a lot easier to travel in a bigger group.
Just weird.
But wasn't it easier to hunt with a person with you than, just you?
Oh, well, that's always been the way like that. What I'm getting at, it's always been weird. Normally, I wouldn't jump in after someone and save them. I would just let them drown.
That was pretty. It was good that you did.
It is strange.
So you do care.
That's a strong word, but sure.
Well, while we're awake, I could continue your studies for a bit.
All right. I have a question, though.
Yes?
In this book, they mention marriage. What is that even?
It is a way for people, usually humans, to show their love towards each other. They kind of like they bind themselves to the other person until they die. But it's not always like that.
Huh.
Sometimes you marry someone for political reasons.
Is that what the kings do in this book?
Yes.
Huh.
Do I hear buck?
That is the last question Coda really has to ask before we continue with studies.
The night passes on relatively still. The night sky is
How well
filled.
does Coda learn?
That would be an intelligence check to see your progress so far.
What happened if you tested?
Holy crap!
Yeah. He seems focused as he is studying.
That extra roadside reading.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
One day you will know how to read, my boy.
No, he seems to actually be able to read the words on the book, and he seems focused on trying to actually read the book. And that is something you haven't seen him do in a while.
Kiki kind of keeps, like, she just keep an eye on Coda to make sure that he's actually doing what he's supposed to, but she's also keeping an eye out a bit more than usual.
Yeah. As you are basically keeping your eyes open, I don't know why my accent is flipped that in the moment. Looking into the starry night sky, something catches your eye, and that is that the woods are very, very calm, very silent. The breeze has died down, and the nearby open fields that you are in, it's very easy to just see someone coming and you don't see anything.
Yeah, isn't this unusual?
That means they're all invisible.
Exactly.
Fucking ninjas!
Hey, don't worry, because if Kate can have his advantage of smelling people, she doesn't have to see them.
Cake seems to have kind of curled a bit. His head seems to be strafing around, keeping an eye, but he seems to have curled, basically a little bit closer to the two of you, just to be close to you in the case something goes wrong.
So Kiki just looks at Cake and just goes like, "Can you talk?"
Yes.
only in 3 languages.
It doesn't matter to me, but
Oh yeah.
Yes, I can talk.
so what are you? Sir?
I'm a spirit.
Huh.
I was drawn into this world by the song of my summoner.
Yes, I saw it happening. I've just never seen something like that. It's interesting.
As you're talking to Cake and having this semi-serious conversation, you see the large kind of wolf just suddenly turn, point towards somewhere on the horizon, and lean its head to the side just to scratch his ear. It is still a warg.
Yeah. Is your form usually like this, or is this just what Mako wants?
This is the form that my summoner gave me.
What were you like before?
You see Kay kind of lower her eyes a bit, his eyes a bit, sorry, and he seems to be a little bit in thought. I don't recall.
Interesting.
I only remember open fields with great sunlight. It was nice. Very nice.
Would I have like any idea what Cake is talking?
Make me a religion check.
Oh no.
When you ask for the religion check. Oh.
Oh,
What is his religion? Religion check. Ooh.
12.
It does kind of hit you. You have studied about this somewhere, you just can't exactly recall what about in this specific instance. Also, Mako camera is just yoked.
That is interesting. Do you like it here?
Feels a lot more hairy and it is a bit more difficult to talk with this jaw.
Could have just been like, you get used to it.
I can understand that. I guess you were something totally different.
But it is good.
I think he will be a good company for you.
The rest of your watch goes relatively uneventful until eventually Kiki, sleepiness, or rather, the need to return to a trance begins to creep into the back of your mind, and you look over to Koda, who begins to settle down onto his own pack to sleep.
I guess Coda would have gone to sleep earlier than me, but yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as Kiki begins to take a moment to connect with the memories of the past and still conscious, you begin to relieve those memories in your own mind. Grimthod, you said that you wanted to be awake for the watch, as well as...
No, I said I
Oh,
wasn't
no.
gonna go for.
Sorry, Mako, that would be, and Lupus.
Yes, Mako will take a watch at the end of the day, the night.
As night begins to go towards the later stages and the moon begins to slowly descend from the sky, Mako and Lupus, you are the two people on watch.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll just watch. I'll converse with Cake a bit about life and things.
Yeah, Geek seems to be listening intently in what you have to say.
Yeah. And I'll just keep an eye out. Try to be concentrated. Make sure nothing sneaks up on us. Or anything. Telling Cake to do the same.
You both keep an eye out. Again, you don't see any figures. The day seems to be the night seems to be very, very calm. And for the rest of your watch, seems to be going uneventfully. As dawn begins to creep in, the first few rays of sunlight kind of hit the rest of you in the face. As Kiki, you begin to open your eyes and be greeted again by the morning sun. And you begin to pack up your things. In the distance, you can already now see in the morning sunlight the city of Azanta, the large and tall walls surrounding it being visible. You should be able to...
Oh!
Yeah?
We're this close. Huh. Alright, let's go.
And you are onwards to your way. As you're making your way over to the fort, you come across the first individual you have actually seen in your travels, because it kind of hits you, and this is about like 2 hours into your relatively slow trudge, and as you're just galloping there, you are hit with a smell. It smells like pork roasted. And Grimthod, you do look to your side and you still see Onki. He is right next to you.
Oh, no, you're alright, you're alright.
As you're approaching, you just see a human figure, relatively large in form, wearing half-plate armor, and seems to be on the side of the road in a separate little clearing, much like the ones that you slept in last night. And you see what appears to be on a mount of sticks with a little stone campfire, a relatively large boar is being roasted. The figure just simply waves at you as you are seemingly passing by.
Hey!
Oh, good day. Oh, you're heading over to the fort?
Huh? Yeah, ran over that way.
Oh, I couldn't help but notice you have carriages. Would you mind me taking me with you? Walking there would be a bit of a pain. My ankles kind of hurt from my walk.
Alright.
Yeah, sure, hop on.
Oh,
What is gonna inside all this dude says?
Can I also inside?
I was about to say, even Mako doesn't trust this.
22.
Where's my inside?
Alright. 22, 16.
8. Yeah, it's
Eight.
fine.
You see this figure having like a relatively longer beard, and seemingly short in stature. He could be mistaken for a dwarf. He has a very long smile on him, a very just wide, long smile, and he seems relatively happy to be seeing you. As Grimton says, yeah. He does not seem to be lying. Koda, your instincts don't tell you that this is a danger. I would assume your instincts tell you instead. How much fat is in that guy, and how much meat?
Accurate.
I could eat him, and no one could stop me.
As for
You said
Mako,
that out loud.
Mako, you get a feeling that you haven't felt from a lot of people that you have met in the town of Care, and that is a feeling of a warmth in the voice.
He sounds nice.
Grimdom will hop down from the cart and walk over to them and is like, "You want me to give you a lift on?"
You want a piece? A piece of this?
No, sure. Do you want me to give you, a boost up into the car?
Of course. As he stands up, he begins to unmount the boar and starts to wrap it in cloths as he waits a bit for it to cool off. Grabs the rest of his belongings, so that appears to be a large haversack. Oh, thank you.
I will take the haversack from him and be like, "I'll carry that for you."
Oh, thank you. The haversack feels heavy. You see like different kind of cooking instruments on the side, as from one side of the haversack, what appears to be a scale.
I can't get that out of my mind.
What appears to be a scale on his other hand, as well as a symbol. The symbol itself seems to be kind of something that you, Grimthot, have not seen before.
What's that? He just points at him.
Oh, why this is my focus.
What's that for?
Give me a moment. He takes the large discus from your hand and shows you a coin.
Okay.
On one side of the coin is what you can see, the figure of a face that appears to be a female figure with long hair and a small crown on her head. And he says, "Oh, you recognize this, perhaps?"
It's money?
Oh, no. This is the figure of Joaquin.
Okay. Don't know that one.
She's a wonderful goddess.
Oh, she's one of them gold things. Alright, yeah, cool.
As he gets onto the cart with a bit of a, okay.
And Grimdall will give him a boost.
Yeah, the cart kind of goes
Same here.
as he gets on. Kind of bounces for a moment. And he kind of sets the haversack to his side. Oh, you're free to take a piece of the pork.
Oh, thanks, Red. I don't think we've had breakfast yet.
Here you go. He hands you a leg.
Grimdod will begin munching and go like, "Oh, by the way," extends a hand, "I'm Grimfod."
Oh,
Sleepers.
Nice names you have. Like them.
Oh, thank you.
And who are the rest of you?
I'm Mako. This is Butters. That is cheese. That is milk. That is chocolate. And this is cake.
Oh, those are wonderful names. Reminds me of something.
Is
Yes,
it food?
Food.
No, reminds me of my dogs when I was younger.
Huh? What were their names?
No, I had named. We had a large hunting dog when I was a boy. We named it. We named him Honey.
Oh, that's a nice name. That over there's Mr. Oinky. He says, eating a boar leg.
Mr. Oinky looks slightly disturbed.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
pigs eat pigs, though. Let's be
This
fair.
is true.
Pigs eat
I should
pigs.
say pigs are like the most cannibalistic boys ever.
Yeah.
Besides birds.
Mr. Oinky is a royal pig, which means
He'll become a boar by the end of this, so guarantee it.
Or he will die. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could always polymorph.
Polymorph Mr. Oinky into one of those draconic creatures.
Or
Yes.
polymorph yourself and make more pigs.
You leave a pig in
no!
you leave a pig in the wild long enough, it turns into a boar. That is just part of their nature.
it is actually. Yeah. Oh, I'm very thankful to have such good company on my way over to the fort. Oh, what are my manners? My name is Luis.
Luis, yeah, that's odd.
Oh,
Is it alright if I call you Old Bendigo?
Yes, I don't mind.
goes if one counts.
Alright, well, let's get going.
And you make your way over to the large city. The first thing you are greeted by are the walls, which appear to be about 25 feet up, and then there is a secondary wall up to like double that height.
Damn, this is a nice city.
You see like a guardsman. The moment you're approaching, on the one side of the wall, you can count up to like about 40 to 50 guardsmen are patrolling the lower side of the wall. And on the gates that you're approaching by, the gates being relatively large, you see about 10 guardsmen are actively stationed here. As you're approaching, inside the city, you see people are already just moving about. But as you're approaching, you notice that one of the guardsmen kind of puts a halting motion towards you as 5 of them are beginning to approach you.
Alright. Stop the carriage, people.
You're the one driving.
That is very
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And you halt the
Alright.
carriage. Halt!
Yeah.
Hello.
Greetings! Yeah, your purpose for coming over to the city?
Well, I'm trying to customize that carriage and see if we can buy and sell some things here and help around if you don't mind.
Very well. Have you seen any of these people? And he kind of shows you a pair of posters that depict human figureheads that you have not seen before. What appears to be a human male with relatively thin mustache and a long brim hat, and what appears to be a figure that is cloaked and a little bit of like a shite burns on the side. Have you seen any of these people?
No, never seen them before.
What have they done?
They're wanted brigands,
Deserters?
bandits, more or less.
That's less worse.
They had committed a couple of crimes in the past week, so we're keeping an eye open for them. Seeming from your faces, none of you match the description.
Did the gentleman split into 2 people?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Very well. On your way you go.
Cheers.
And you
Sort
make
of
it
just kind of looks surprised. Like, okay. Alright.
And you make your way into the city. the first thing you see is that there are people already are kind of like have opened up shops and are actively now conversing with other people. You see a lot of different kind of races here, not just humans and elves, as in Cairn. You actually catch a glimpse of what appears to be a couple of tieflings, a couple of half-orcs here as well. You even kind of see what appears to be a towering figure, draped in furs and with very light tusks on the side, what appears to be a Goliath.
Does he appear to be moving about, or is he like hanging next to a stall or something like that?
He seems to actually be sitting on what appears to be a large table with a couple of other people.
Is that the same Goliath that we met? That there was some confusion?
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you too well.
Oh yeah. Was he is it the same Goliath we saw in the competition? Is what Akko was asking.
No.
Yeah.
This is a different person. They look to be having a great axe on their back, decorated with a kind of different tribal tattoos. They seem like a proper berserker. So as you're making your way through, you also begin to hear shouts. You see a man dressed in long, dark brown clothing and bright red stripes colored all over him. He has a mask over his head that covers mostly his eyes. His mouth is wide visible, relatively unkempt. He constantly spits as he screams, with what appears to be bells hanging off from his body, as well as he's holding a large cowbell on one hand, and he constantly is screaming, "The end is upon us! The end is coming! We will all die in a fiery blaze for our sins!" And as he is screaming, he's like on top of this one crate. Not a circus by any extent, no.
Kiki just looks at the group and goes like, "I will not talk to that person."
Before you can even talk too much, you notice a couple of guardsmen are already approaching him. One of them kind of asks him to step down and stop, and you hear him just shout, "You cannot silence the truth!" Ding 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 ding. And immediately he is just ganked by 5 guardsmen that are immediately just tackling him to the ground.
Looks like they silenced the truth.
Let me just go talk to them for a moment.
You see 3 other guards. There is a bit of a group gathered up to that point, and you see a couple of guardsmen yelling out, "Disperse! Disperse!"
What's going on here?
Sir, I need you to step back.
Alright, steps a little back. So what's going on here?
You notice as the man is cuffed in what appears to be chain handcuffs, you hear the guard say, "Doomsayer, sir, nothing more than a crazed lunatic. You can return back to your business."
Can I ask him a question?
If you have any business with the individual in question, you're free to ask him any questions in the stockade, where he will be spending some time in.
Alright.
Alright.
And they escort the man away.
Griptop's gonna kind of like lean into Kiki and go like, "So, like, yelling and ringing a bell is bad?"
Well, he was yelling about...
Something that
Things
might
that-
cause panic.
Yes. And you know, that is not a good thing.
It feels weird that that's not against the rules, though, isn't it?
A panic crowd is a lot more dangerous than a few elite soldiers sometimes.
Yeah, who knows what they can do? Like, I've heard once in my hometown, like, because people thought the world was ending, they just bought all the things. No one had food anymore.
I see!
What a weird thing to happen.
Oh, that's an interesting story.
Yeah, for some reason they didn't buy food. Instead, they bought those equipment to clean yourself.
They bought some tissue to wipe their butt with. Like, what is up with that?
Yeah, yeah.
We shall call it butt tissue.
But yes, butt tissue.
You notice
there we
people
go.
beginning to leave from the plaza that you're in because people are beginning to turn their attention towards something else. And you
Oh.
hear cheers.
Oh,
Like
let's
Coda
see
will
what's
turn
over
his
here.
head and see what it is.
This place is really busy.
You see a person, a relatively large, fat, and I'm talking very fat man. Like he is on his
Oh,
chair
God.
and he's leaking. This person seems to be on top of what appears to be a carriage held aloft by 6 other individuals. And he has a large chest filled with coins on the inside, and he gracefully grasps handfuls and tosses them into the crowd.
Can I?
Kiki, as you're looking at this person, your eyes kind of lock instinctually onto his pendant that he's having over, and you watch the little gem that there is on it, a yellow crystal with a little dot in the middle. And you feel the cloak that you're wearing begins to grow heavier.
that's the man.
Huh? Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, you hear Lupus go loudly. Why is he fatter than a house?
How many people did he eat?
Yeah.
Grimthog, there's a man here. And he's so fat.
Actually, important question: is he or is he not fatter than the guy I compete against in the eating contest?
Fatter.
Grimthal just like looks and it's like, oh my god.
That is an absolute unit of a man.
I want to try it. I want to try and beat him. I want to compete against him. I want to out-eat him. I want to do it.
Is he? You hear Lupus scream, "Are you a hill giant?"
Oh! As you scream it, he does not seem. Okay, give me a perception check, anyone who is interested.
Go.
But
Sure.
he does not respond to you.
Oh Jesus.
Koda, you just for some reason, Koda, you just immediately sense that he caught that, and there was a bit of a disdainful stare sent towards the direction before he just resumed his grin and started tossing coins. Grimthought and Lupus, you can also catch that. Kiki, you're a bit focused on the gem. Mako,
okay.
you're a bit more focused on the guardsmen that are escorting this man. They're kind of like.
Are you related to elephants by any chance?
One of the guardsmen kind of begins to go towards your direction and kind of like say, "Sir, I would have to ask you to stand back."
Coda hasn't left the back of the car yet, kind of leans down and like, who's the fat man?
Honestly curious.
The fat man.
Well,
Watch your
Yes.
tongue, boy.
He is watching the stone.
Coda like looks down and like, I don't know if I can fix it out.
That man.
How do you do that?
That man. That man that you are so gracefully putting it is a baron of nobility here in the city of Azanta.
Rings of whale.
His name is Hector Lacus, and you are going to be showing
Actually,
proper.
fattest.
What?
Nothing.
Have I actually read anything about that?
Are you jesting?
Do I look like a jester?
You look like a fool.
Coda pops up. Yes.
oh no.
Yeah.
Like a jester. Yes.
Then go to the alleyways. Find your crumb of bread.
Nah. I wanna know what he's eating.
Everything.
Also, Jen, the name, if you could,
What?
the name, if you could type that out.
Yes.
Hector Lacton, I think.
I like Baron will get his ass kicked.
I've got Hector and Baron.
Oh, by the way, do people actually look at my warg weird as it
Yeah.
walks in?
No, not a lot of people actually look at the org with crazy eyes. In fact, not a lot of people pay much attention to Coda either.
Who's a good cake?
I just attempt to scare people. They walk by, just a grin or quick.
And they're not paying attention. You're like, fuck you guys.
He
Scary.
he seems to be moving through the street.
As like some people are passing us, I'm gonna like tap on one of like some random guy's shoulder and be like, "So, why are you guys
Oh.
so interested in him?"
Oh, you never heard of Hector?
We're
I'm
new.
about to say, can I roll a history check for that?
Sure. He's like,
I'm a joiner on that one.
oh, he's a very wealthy merchant. He owns much plot here in Yernia, and he gives out coin when he passes by this city. And he has like this very large, long smile as he's talking. Like, he seems quite enthusiastic. And we can pick up any gold that falls over.
Hey, that fast.
There it goes. 14. I was wondering what happened.
None of you have really heard of Hector. He's kind of a minor noble in Yernia. Coda, you have heard people talk about Hector back when you were in the Sanctuary, more or less because he was a man who kinda sold land to different people that basically wanted more of the forests to be preserved. He was well known to kind of bargain for a lot of money for whatever he sold.
Alright, so what about the guy who was here earlier? The screaming, the lunatic.
Oh, you're referring to one of them, doom speakers?
What is up with that?
Oh, these kind of people are mad crazy. They're just telling whatever they think is gonna happen.
What do they usually say?
Oh, something about death, distraction, that or another thing. Hell, last week we had a guy talking about possession. You believe it? Something about corpses rising up, walking about among us.
Yeah, that sounds pretty terrible, but totally unrealistic.
It's
Don't
fun.
worry, we showed that.
Shut up.
Whoa.
He kind of looks at it for a while like, oh, well, it's funny to listen to them. Look at them go, they're just yelling about. And then if you're lucky, you might even catch the guards pile on them. Now that's the funniest part. Hell, if we're really lucky, we might even catch a hanging.
What?
Well, it depends on the person. Because sometimes these doomsayers start committing crimes to get the attention of people.
Like what?
Oh, we had like last month, there was this one guy who grabbed a random person off the street and killed him with a knife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Causes
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it's crazy, I tell you, crazy stuff.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
My name's Joseph.
Oh, I was gonna go for Jen.
Ah,
My
It's
name
close.
is
Is that a George?
Deb. Fuck off.
no!
This Joseph sounds very familiar, as if I ran into him once before in a distant world when I was someone else.
What? That's crazy. You're crazy. Stop being crazy.
What? Nah.
Joseph is
madman.
actually the big bad evil guy who's like
You're back.
ruling everything.
I don't know anything about ruling. I'm gonna go grab myself some coins. And you watch him just turn around and starts seeing at the other people that are already picking up some of the loose coinage and just jumps in.
Good. Let's go quickly return to the cart and see if what was it Louise?
Louise.
Lucius?
Luis.
Luis is still there. If he needs a hand with his heavy.
He kind of has stepped off the cart and he's trying to get the haversack off the cart slowly.
Grimthal will just reach over, pick it up for him, help him get it down. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you have helped me out a lot.
Oh, no worries. Hey, have you got somewhere that you're going?
Oh, yes, actually. I'm heading off to one of the nearby kingdoms. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I'm heading off towards sorry. So for that, come on, do me the favor. Athene.
Athene, okay.
I think.
A thing. Got it.
Athene, I think is what he said.
I'm back.
I think.
So-
Oh.
Yeah. So Grim go, okay, well, are you staying here for a while, or are you gonna keep moving?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for a friend of mine to actually pass through. So I'm gonna be leaving hopefully by nightfall. We have a rendezvous point today. Thank you, by the way, for bringing me over. I probably
Oh,
would have
no.
missed that.
No worries. If you need help with me bringing your bag over to wherever it is you're going, no worries.
No, I don't think I will need it.
Alright, well,
Coda immediately looks up like, what the hell is going on with this music?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too much. It's overbearing.
Grim will simply extend his hand like, well, it was very nice to meet you.
Likewise. Oh, well, I have to be off. I have to meet my friend. So actually, well, if fate allows us for it, and Joaquin's coin drops in the right direction, we might even meet again someday.
Best luck. Hey, I'm gonna be heading over towards the tournament, so if you ever see me on one of like the screens in the future, give me a cheer, yeah?
Oh, the tournament! I actually, well, I don't think my friends will really appreciate me talking about this, but we're also heading for the tower.
Oh, really? Shame. Oh, brilliant. All right, well, best of luck. All right. Whichever one which wins, me. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck. And kind of gives you a handshake.
Yep.
Let's
A
hope
hearty
we will
handshake.
make the journey there.
Well, we need a little bit more hunting to get ourselves more situated, but hopefully we are going to be able to succeed. Well, I will be seeing you around, hopefully then.
Yeah, best of luck. Gives him a thumbs up.
He gives you a thumbs up, and he begins to walk through the crowds.
Oh, that's really shocking. I think that's the first person I've met who's actually going to it, you know?
Well, I think we should first find some stables, and second, I want to talk to the crazy people.
Oh, yeah, okay. There should be some stables around here somewhere.
So you begin to
Are there?
search for stables.
Coda's gonna look at the road signs.
The best.
Look at the
time.
road signs with confidence.
Yes.
Okay, following the signs and keeping your eyes out for basically any kind of indication that the stables may be nearby, you follow them onto the south side of the city, where you see what appears to be, first of all, multiple taverns and inns that are already bustling with work. You also notice there are different kind of traders already having set up a shop on the street. Occasionally you do see a kind of people wearing these tattered robes try to get on boxes, but the guard is very active, kind of taking them down. And you do find stables next to what appears to be an inn. The inn is going by the name of the Golden Fork, and the stables has a little sign of a horse in front of it, so it's a stables. It appears to be a private holding pen.
Oh, as in private to the accommodation, or like private to an individual?
Private to the individual, basically. Much like a parking lot, but for horses.
Right, but
So
like,
we're paying for parking. Got it.
yes, okay. Is there a stable hand around?
Yes, 5 of them.
Oh, no.
Wave them down. Hello. We're about to bring in our horses in the night.
Good day, gent. Yes, of course. Simply leave them to us, sir. You're here to stay for a few days?
Yeah, I think a few days or so.
Righto. Head into the store and talk to the keeper. He'll give you a key to unlock your horses if you want to take them out.
Right. So, this is cheese, and this is chocolate, and this is milk, and this is butters, and he's important. And this is Mr. Oinky.
Butters is a she.
Sorry.
Very well, sir. We'll keep an eye on them. You can leave them to us. Any baggages, haversacks? You need to be sent into the building.
Oh, I think we've got all the bags ready to go.
So I'll get the accommodation set up.
Yeah, if you want it.
Hope you enjoy it, sir. And Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right?
Looks up again.
Yeah. Oh, this track.
I look over to your stable hands. What's with
orders.
that?
Coda's just really jumpy because he's expecting some big moment to happen and nothing is happening.
So
I just have in my mind that Coda's the only one that can hear this. This the god of music.
So the track's killing me aside. You enter into the inn, and you see the inn is very largely decorated with different kinds of trophies, as well as what appears to be very luxurious kind of furniture. There's a pure, just red, golden lined carpet on the floor, and you watch different trophies from deers to elks to what appears to be a land shark. Bullet is mounted on the wall, like the skull of the creature.
I thought it was a mount. I was like, what?
And you notice that there are people here. More of the people here are relatively wealthy looking. They have very luxurious clothing on them. And as you're approaching the innkeeper, you see a woman.
Drags, kind of like showing muscle and all that.
What appears to be a half-elf is mounting the stand as the keeper. So, Jesus Christ.
You got a whole bunch of nobles. I'm like, oh, these are brutes.
No, not for later. Check the music. Ugh.
Just do /stop/clear and play what you want.
Yeah, like, but Jesus Christ.
I just have it as Coda can hear this music. No one else can.
Yeah, right? So, basically, she looks up at you with her hands a little bit full. She has already like 3 keys in her hands, and she hands them out to what appears to be 3 different groups of people. By the way, the stables that you handed your horses and carts to appear to be able to house like 25 horses.
Goddamn.
Yeah, this is a big establishment.
Oh shit. I'll just have Kate come inside, no worries.
Welcome to the Golden Fork.
Do you
Hello.
have some rooms available?
Yes, we do, sir. You came just in time, actually. We have a few available. Is it for you? Do you want one for each of you?
Yes, because otherwise Kate can't sleep in it.
Alright.
Alright.
The one for each, or are we gonna divvy up and get a room for 2 people?
Let's
2 people, too.
divvy up.
Mind you, you do have to pay beforehand.
Yes, yes.
Very well. So how many rooms would you require, and how many beds?
I think 3. With 2 of each room.
Yeah.
No, I need Kate to go somewhere.
Kate can sleep with you.
So we need 4 then, right?
But like, does Cake need a bed?
Cake is pretty big.
I mean, I can sleep on the floor if we need to.
Couldn't Cake sleep on the stables with Butters and the other horses?
That's like telling me or Grim thought to sleep on the stables with Butters. Not that I mind, but you know, that's mean.
Well, that's what I was
That
saying.
just
Like,
me-
I could sleep on the floor and you know, Cake could get to bed.
I mean, but I don't know how big the rooms are.
The rooms are built to accommodate for large figures. That's yourself, sir. Depending on how many beds the room has, the room is bigger.
Okay, so could Cake fit inside?
Have
Wait,
you brought the
Cake?
warg inside?
I mean, I don't know how big the warg is, because I don't think
It's
they're
a
actually
large
as.
creature.
I know,
It's
but
like-
that means
It's
that
like a
Okay.
dire wolf.
Fits through the door. As the Cake is moving through the building, you watch the keeper kind of look back. Sir.
because Cake is not actually that tall. The Cake is 3 feet tall. She's just
That is-
muscly.
That is a warg, sir.
Like
So
what?
it's
Yes.
a fae.
Yes.
Well, normally we don't allow pets and animals inside the rooms.
She's not a pet or animal. She's a celestial.
Make me persuasion check.
Do it! Do
Uh,
it!
Can Coda provide the help action?
14.
Can you? If you can, it doesn't end.
Coda was like, it's not real, it's magic.
Well, we're not going to deny service. It will cost you a little bit more to have him in the room.
Oh, how much more?
Well, it depends on how many rooms you're going to be having, but it definitely will be costing you about 15 gold more. Plus, you might have to pay for any damages that they cause inside the room.
She's okay. He's not an animal.
Hmm.
Not gonna randomly destroy things.
She kind of looks at you with her face, just having the words, "Are you sure about that?"
You know,
Do you
you
speak,
could
wait, do you
just
speak
recast it,
languages?
right?
Well, yeah, but that's a full spell slot, so I might as well have her move in. Or
So-
him move in.
You could have her sleep in the stables. It
No.
would be better.
She's-
Alright, well, it's coming out of your pocket.
He's more into yeah. That was the plan already. But I was going to ask because they like they said they were accommodated for large people, right? Or do they mean our size?
Well, we accommodate for people of most sizes. We do have
Sure,
a
no.
policy against pets, but if you are willing to pay
Well-
for any damages that they cause, then I suppose there will be not much trouble.
But
Show-
You
he's-
have
Wait,
one
let
big
me
room.
ask a question.
Y-
Can you come? Is there a room besides that I can fit in? And can we get that room for?
also, although he's not a pet, he can speak primordial and goblin.
And you
Oh!
watch Cake
I look over and
immediately.
make a
Cake
spit.
immediately responds by going,
thing.
"Yes, I can." In primordial.
And Grimthought understands it. Grimthought turns to Cake and goes like, "Oh, I didn't know you could speak that," and says in Goblin.
Yes, I can speak that. I can speak.
Oh. Well, very nice to meet you. I haven't really talked properly. He's just speaking in Goblin to the warg at the moment.
The half elf kind
See?
of has a smile on her face, and her hands kind of touching together and says, "Very well, sirs. How many rooms will that be?"
Oh, I think 3 then.
3 rooms?
Yeah.
And how many beds in each room?
2.
2.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
well.
Right.
How many? Do you have any animals with you apart from the warg?
Oh, yeah, we got horses and we got Mr. Oinky. So we got, yeah, how many of them is there?
The bush is just sitting there on my shoulder, just like, These people don't.
We have 4 horses and 1 pig. And a warg.
And a bush.
And a bush.
Well,
The bush doesn't need extra loot though.
she smiles patiently and says, well,
The bush extends a hand to shake.
she shakes the hand of the bush quickly and says, well, we do have rooms. As I said before, it will cost you a little bit more for the horses to be housed. For a total of 4 horses and 4 rooms, that will cost you about
Wait, why 4 rooms? Wouldn't it be 3?
3.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. That will be a total of. That will be a total of 55 gold.
Alright. For how long?
Well, you're planning to stay a night here, yes?
They turn to them and say, how long?
Probably not too long.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just do 1 night.
Night, maybe 2.
Well, if you're going to
Most
be staying,
likely.
if you're going to be staying here a night, there will be 55 gold.
Holy.
And is that including the extra 15 from?
This does include the
A
extra
month.
15, and we also have meals here. We have brunch and a lunch that you can have in the inn. We don't have dinner. In addition,
Alright.
Wait.
we will take care of your horses for you.
One question. Do you guys here, serve guilds?
We have a special discount for guild members. Yes.
Like which guilds can be are felt for that discount?
Could you name the guild that you're belonging to, sir?
Yeah, Soulless Heart.
She pulls out a dusty tome from under the bench. Begins to flip through the pages. Until she goes to the letter S. Yes, we actually do have a discount for Soulless Heart Expedition members. Could I see your badge?
Everyone remember when I shows her behind,
Could
and
I see?
everyone else.
Yes, I just need some verification.
Alright, here's my paperwork and the one is for them.
Thank you. She kind of stamps a piece of paper and hands it back to you. Very well. If you're going to be staying here, your room has been reduced in price, so that would be 50 gold.
Good enough, alright.
Ooh, a whole 5 gold.
Yes.
Coda will put down a single platinum piece. In the pit.
Kiki will put down another platinum piece.
What? Why 2 platinum piece?
That
Flaunt
is-
our wealth.
Because I don't have gold. I only have 5 gold.
Ah,
Well, that is 20 gold.
I mean, I have over 1,000 copper pieces. Do you want just
Oh yeah, good. I'll drop that as well.
God,
Oh, no!
God is gonna sit there with like 10,000 copper. He's like,
Oh,
Here.
that's genius. I'm gonna drop off my 484 copper as well.
I'm not dropping off the 1,000.
Isn't that like
copper,
40
no.
gold though?
Yeah, 400 would be 40 gold. So
I'm actually gonna go to the. No,
Four
well,
copper is 4 gold.
Yeah. 4,000 would be 4.
so Grimdog
Yeah.
will drop off 100 copper for 10 gold.
No, that's 1 gold.
No. That's 1.
No,
That's
no,
single.
one.
Okay, yeah. So
as you start dropping off copper, she kind of sits there with a smile on her face.
Oh no!
I can feel just how much she's like, just grin and bear, just good.
So let's write down what we pay her, just so we can tally it up.
Yeah. I'll put down a single platinum just to mimic what Kiki and Coda have done because Grimthought doesn't understand money and he's just doing what other people do.
Let me help count up the money.
The first so that is 4.8 gold.
Mm.
Then I will give 12 silver. So that's for the 6 gold.
While it's all going, I looked at her. It's like, is there a place where I can? And I pulled all the money I have collected. And I'm like, is there a place where I can turn this into this?
You cut out a bit.
It's like old.
Is
So I was
that-
going to ask if there's basically just a bank or something that can exchange these copper and silver pieces into gold and or platinum pieces.
There is a bank inside the city. We also do exchanges. However, I would have to push you to try to go for one of the more official places to change your coin.
Do you have a map or a name?
You could follow the city signs. Head for the plaza. It is the stone building that has a tower on the back of it. If you are searching for a name, Azanta's back is not exactly hard to miss. The treasury of Azanta is more or less has a big sign on top of it, as well as different signs that might direct you there. It is actually about 10 minutes walk from here.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Would you happen to know how we would be able to speak to the Baron?
So, okay, Mako, you've now overpaid.
Yeah.
Well, no, I had to pay 15 gold extra.
Yeah,
Right?
but it's 50 gold in total with everything considered up.
Okay, then I'll just pay 15 gold. So not the
That means
platinum.
we're still
Now
short.
you're still, well, no, because you put in a platinum. we're at 30.
Well, I
You
didn't
now
put
for
in
a total
platinum
of
yet.
15.
I didn't put in
So
a
it's
platinum.
45. Yeah, but Grimthought did. I did.
Yeah, I put in a platinum, Kiki put in a platinum, Coda put in a platinum, so that's 30. You put in your 15, that's 25, so we're still or that's 45, so we're still short 5 gold.
I'll throw that down then.
Cool.
Ash for the win. Just ignore my 228 gold pieces. What?
Now I can just remove all my copper pieces. Fuck yeah.
Anyways.
Here are your keys for the stables. She hands you 4 keys, brass. These are to unlock the locks on the stable doors for your horses, and here are the keys for your rooms. And she hands you 3 silver keys.
Alright. Would you happen to know how someone would be able to speak to the Baron?
Which one?
Hector.
Yes, that one.
Baron Hector. Well, today he's passing through the city, if I'm not aware. He is leaving by nightfall, so your best bet would be to do so during the gathering that is happening later tonight in one of our. I don't remember exactly where he is supposed to be meeting the other Baron in, but they are up for a transaction, if I'm not unaware.
I see.
You should be able to reach them if you head later this evening and the business is urgent. You're probably very likely to have the ability to speak with him during the opening of the new tavern that he has announced.
They're opening a tavern. Do you know where that is?
Yes, that would be on the northern side of town, about 25 minutes from here.
I can find that. Grimthod buzzes around his bag and pulls out his orb of direction.
Yeah. It is the new tavern is the undaunted salmon that has been opened. So I suppose then it would be your best chances up with him, considering that he is going to be doing the opening ceremony.
Cool. Alright, that makes you GG.
I see.
Glad
Thank you
glad
for
to
this
be of service,
information.
and she gives you a smile.
Thank you very much.
She probably fucking hates us.
Yep. It is 100% that service industry smile of just like, just grin there, just this is fine, this is fine.
21.
This is fine.
Now, also, I will have to let you know, if you plan on staying additional nights over, you're going to have to pay for them in advance, and you are expected to leave the rooms tomorrow by, by midnight, midday, excuse me.
Okay.
Alright.
What does Coda's inside of 21 tell him about this woman?
She seems to be. She's not upset. She seems to just be patiently just responding to your questions. She has been doing this job for a long time, and you can tell that she is just kind of waiting for you to go to your rooms or do something else so that she can return to her other duties.
Yeah.
Fair.
I got shit to do. Yeah, so Grimrod's gonna head up to his room to drop off his bag and stuff.
Coda will head to the treasury and get this exchange.
I mean, I'm going
Follow
to.
him.
I was gonna say, what is there to do in this city? Could I ask around?
Yes, asking the first person you find, well, what are you looking to do?
I just want to know what I can do. Otherwise, I'll just play my music in the inn, so I don't have to pay for my stay.
Well, when you save for a quick coin, you could always do a job. There's a lot of folk out here who need a hand. Hell, with so many adventurers going on about, you never know when someone's gonna need an additional pair of hands.
Well, okay, I'll see. I'll see if I can get. Where would I best ask for people if they want me to do something?
What?
Like, where would I ask if people need me to do something?
What do you mean? What kind of thing are you looking to do?
Like, I am an adventurer, but if I could just do it, like, I could sing as well. Like, I'm very good at that.
Right,
I'm very
then
good at
do
playing my
that.
horn, acting. But where do I do that? Like, could I look for jobs, like, there? Like, for that?
I don't know. I ain't a singer.
Is there a theater or something, Lair?
Oh, yeah, there is one. It's down.
Else?
Well, it's
Right.
not exactly a theater. It's more of an open space kind of thing. It should be down next to the fighting pits.
Oh.
Yeah, the two places don't get along so well.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I'll see if I can go to the theater.
Suit yourself.
Oh, okay. Bye.
And you're heading off for that. So is anyone
Yeah,
else
I'll
going to
go
do
for
anything else?
Oh. Should we first, before like we go on our separate ways, like Jen loves it, should we first like agree a point where we all meet?
I mean,
Does anyone need their their money exchanged into lighter material? Like gold
probably.
and platinum?
I mean, Kiki is following Koda, so
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask this before I leave.
yeah.
It's like Grimdog probably does, but he also doesn't understand money, so he's not going to come to that conclusion himself.
Yeah. Is it okay, by the way, if I take Butters out? Because I can now, right?
Yeah. Anytime
You've
you
got the
want.
Because I'll
Take
ride
those
Butters
out.
in the city.
Kemdot, how many coins do you have?
kind of pulls out his money pouch and just sort of like ching ching ching.
Right, you're coming to the bank with us.
Oh, okay.
All right, and off you head. First off,
Ashfall and Lupus, are you guys up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay, what are you doing?
We're gonna go where that guy is gonna be.
I didn't catch that.
We're gonna go
Be
that
where the
guy's
fat guy's
be.
gonna be. I wanna go where the fat people
Man, they
are.
are. Wanna see them jiggle burping?
You wanna go to?
Walking along. What do you call it?
Okay, so you wanna go for the Baron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, and Ash,
Going for money.
to the bank.
Okay.
Money.
Off you head. First of all, the bank. As you're approaching, in the plaza, the treasury is open right now because you do see there's a pair of heavily armored, silver-plated guardsmen outside of the bank. They bear halberds and they seem to be standing guard. You also see patrolling around the building are these people that are wearing also like leather armor with a pairs of scimitars on their side. What makes them stand out is that they have very similar attire to the city guard. However, they have what appears to be the symbol of Joaquin on their tabards. As you're approaching, you enter in. You see this bank is run by gnomes.
Oh, of course it is.
And it seems that
Why would it be?
the treasury itself has what appears to be 5 different manned stations, and there are people already talking with most of the gnomes here. And you see whenever someone gives them money and the transaction is completed, the gnome hands the money to what appears to be a human behind him, and the human just goes into the back with a large chest, usually filled with coin. As you're approaching one of the stations, after about 20 minutes of waiting, the gnome looks up at you. Hi, how can I help you?
I need this exchanged.
Alright then, if you
I
wouldn't
will
mind.
plop down a massive sack of copper
Oh,
and a pretty well sack of silver.
if you wouldn't mind. He goes to grab the coin bags. He pours the coin bags in front of him into what appears to be a large plate, very similar to the one that you have seen Luis actually have with him, Grimthod. And he rapidly begins to count the coins, like with very, very fast speeds.
Well, have you ever counted to
boy.
1,000?
Oh my god.
Yes, he seems to be.
Why do you have so much copper?
Yeah, he goes like 100 and he puts them aside, takes deep breath, and continues counting up to 1,000. Yes.
1,300.
Yes.
1,300.
Wouldn't they just have a scale to do that, though?
He seems to be putting them on scales. Like
Okay.
he just grabs the coins, puts them on the scale to affirmative.
Just like, don't worry, I
Uh,
can count anything.
and
I had to ask.
basically within the span of like 20 to 30 minutes, Koda, he turns to you and asks you, okay, do you want them in silver or gold?
Gold.
Gold.
And then the silver and gold as well, if possible.
Certainly. Those are crowns, so the transaction is here you go, and he hands you 130 gold and 1 golden piece and 5 silver.
Wow.
Here you go, sir.
Grimthod just sort of looks good. So you give them your money and they give you different. I really don't get this.
Oh, it's a simple transaction of finances, sir. Do you have anything that you would like to give?
kind of looks at Kiki and says, so the money I've got's bad, so I should get better money?
Give him your the brown ones and the silver ones.
Okay. Kind of,
But take the triangle ones and not the other ones.
right, so triangles and the big old squarey ones. Okay, here we go.
Frodo will make a triangle symbol with his two hands.
Yeah.
Ah, very well. So how much money would that be? Oh,
Not as bad.
Yeah, no.
not that bad, not that bad. He takes the money. Okay. Takes him about 10 minutes. To kind of count it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sir. Well,
Yeah.
here you go. He hands you 4 gold, 6 silver, and 6 copper back, as well as 7 gold and the 3 silver pieces.
Sorry, how much is that total?
That is a total of 11 gold, 6 silver, and 9 copper. Do you want me to type it down?
Yeah, if you mind, just.
We know math and stuff.
Here you go, sir.
Right. Oh, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay. So, do I get something now?
Well, yeah, here you go. And he hands you the coins.
Right, but like, usually when I give people the monies, I get something because I paid for it. I think that's how it works.
Sir, you're not paying me the money. You're giving me the money to give you back money, but the thing that you're getting is lighter money.
So, buying less.
I looked to
No.
at that.
You are buying...
This one
What you are buying
is
is weight of your
better
coin.
than this one.
That's been okay. You can, Kurt's just kind of like holding gold, holding silver, go like, this has been.
Once you know how to read, I will teach you about money.
Oh, okay. Pops money in bag. So, right, did you want to buy less stuff?
Yes. And Kiki puts down total 70.
This gnome had his work cut out for him today.
Yeah. When he woke up for work today, he was not prepared for this.
Yeah. So Kiki puts down 70 silver and
Did
700
you-
copper.
Well, either you have robbed a bunch of homeless people, or you came across a lot of money. Let me
A
check.
cult. We found them from cultists.
Oh.
So yes, homeless.
Yeah. But, yes.
Fair point. It takes me like 10 minutes to count them up as well. He hands you back 14 gold.
Yeah.
I'll turn to kind of go like, I thought they were from like a house, weren't they? How could you be homeless if you got a house?
No, they were ghost. So, I don't know.
Is there any other money that you need exchange?
Yeah, as the human who understands how banks work, I give him pretty much pre-counted bags of my money.
I come
There you
in
go.
with
Oh.
my human brain.
Yeah, as you give him the bags, he kind of holds it for a moment, expecting it to be heavy, and he goes, "Oh, very well." He kind of tosses it into the air, grabs it midair, puts it down onto the side behind him, and hands you back about basically. Do you want them? What kind of coins are you looking for?
10 platinum for the gold pieces and 5 gold for the copper pieces.
Done and done. He takes a very small pouch of 10 gold, 10 platinum. He takes a small pouch of 5 platinum, another pouch of 5 platinum, and he hands you 5 gold.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Always. Is there anything else that you require?
I think that's it, isn't it? Was there more?
Where is a store of magic?
An arcane store.
Yes.
Well, we don't exactly have an arcane store. One of the barons here runs a trading, a trading post. So you're very likely to find that on the southern side of the city.
Okay. How far is that?
Oh, that would be about 12 minutes from here. You're very likely to actually follow the signs. Try to go for the Scarlet Emporium.
Okay. Coda will try to make his way there.
Thank you for this. Before Coda heads off, Kiki just goes like, well, I want to talk to the crazy person. So, are you heading to the trading station then?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I kind of wanted to talk to the crazy person too. It looked like they were not worried about something. Wanted to see if I could help.
What about you, Ash?
I'll let you do your business. I'll have a look around town.
Alright.
Alright, so do we want to meet up at that tavern to the north later on?
Where the Baron is?
Yeah, that would.
Yes.
Right, okay. Okay.
How should we inform Mako and Lupus about this?
No, he usually talks to me in my ear.
True.
Okay, well, I'm sure we can figure it out. This town's really not that big when you look at it.
True.
It's just enclosed.
Yeah, big walls. Big
That's it.
walls.
That's how humans usually are.
Are they afraid of a tidal wave?
We're gonna cut from this and head over to Mako. Mako.
Ash feeling that racism.
Casual racism, always.
Mm-hmm.
Mako, you have made your way over to the theater. It appears to be an amphitheater.
Oh, okay, like one of those open ones, yeah?
Yes. The stands themselves are made out of stone, but they have like actual cushions on them. And you enter in by basically walking through a like a barred exterior. Basically, you're stopped by one of the workers there. Sorry, sir. How can I help you?
I don't know.
Hi.
I thought I wanted to ask if anyone is playing soon, and if I could help.
I'm afraid we don't have any performances for today. We have one going on tomorrow.
Could I ask who's hosting the one tomorrow?
Yeah, we have one of our performers here. He's going to be hosting his puppet show. It's for children.
Oh. I was curious if I could do something here.
You know any magic?
I know magic, yes.
Oh, well, maybe you can help with something then. See, today was supposed to be performance, but, well, our main troubadour, Roscoe, actually got the sorries, sore throat, couldn't sing, so we couldn't exactly have singing debut out, so we had to actually cancel it, and people are gonna come in to refund their reservations. But if you actually can sing, or at least use magic to pretend you can sing,
I can see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can go for that.
Okay,
No.
we'll go for that.
Now, just so you know, if you sing bad, we also do sell vegetables to people here. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Alright, I think you're gonna do fine. We don't see many blue
I'll do
people
fine.
here.
I'm blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Dabu dabu da.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that here.
If you're going to be playing in a couple of hours, then that's great.
What do I get, like money-wise?
Oh, you're going to be getting a small cut of people that pay in to see the performance.
Okay.
At least he's not only getting paid for exposure.
Yeah.
Okay then. I'm
I'll
gonna have
do
to.
it
I'm
then.
gonna have to inform the boss then if that's the case.
I'll play. Don't worry.
Okay. What's your name?
I am Mako.
Marco. Okay. Try to be here in about 3 hours so that the boss can meet you and we
I
can.
will.
Okay.
I'll prepare an act. Okay. Like,
Okay.
do I just have to sing, or do I also get to act?
You're gonna have to talk about that with the boss. I don't know. I just work here.
I can come with you to the boss.
Okay. Far over
Okay.
there.
Alright.
You head over to what appears to be a side building, a very small house. Probably was not originally a house, probably was a store or something. But as you enter in, you see a lot of papers of different kind of performers are hanging on the walls or stamped onto the walls. You see piling paper onto a desk and what appears to be a figure. They appear to have scales on them. It appears that they have a draconic visage about them, and the color of their scales is very jaded green.
Okay.
Hello. Who is this?
Hello.
Uh,
I am Mako.
This is a guy that wants to perform here today, so I think they might actually be able to perform instead of sorrow. And before you can actually finish that sentence, the dragon immediately bangs its fist onto the table. Well, it is good to see you, laddie. Take a seat. Let's see who you are. You got any chords in your throat? Can you sing?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. I'm gonna need you in 3 hours. I don't care what you do. All right. So long as people don't get hurt.
Alright.
Cool. You're gonna get a cut of about 10% of what we sell in tickets. You got it?
Okay. Do I have to make posters?
Don't worry about
Or
it.
have you
I'll
already
send some
done it?
people out. It's more of a word-to-mouth business here.
Alright. I'll start promoting as well.
Excellent. Perfect. And you're basically led outside of the house, very briefly. The person that you were talking to, the first one kind of looks over at you and says, "Oh, I haven't seen him this happy in a while."
Well, I'm gonna go out on the street, collect. Do you have props? Or do you not have props?
Oh, we have props.
Which props do you have?
We have different kind of dolls and equipment. Mostly some pieces of armor, some trees, some houses. We even have a couple of little knickknacks that can produce magical effects. Not flashy ones, really.
Alright, then I'll grab that.
Okay.
I'll use some to make a great show, and I'm gonna go and get as many people to watch. Tell the boss I know my name is Mako, but you may call me Knight Mako, as in to my performer's name.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also an actual knight, but I like the word knight.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go and tell people to go here. Do I need to make an actual check to do that, by the way?
That would be performance as you're spreading the news in the streets. And before we go into a break, that would be Lupus. So Lupus, you're kind of looking for the Baron.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're making your way over to the northern side of the district, you are following the trail of very cheery people following behind the Baron's handfuls of coins that he throws into the street. As you're approaching, you see the same guard kind of gaze eyes towards you. Wait a minute! What are you doing here?
Got lost.
You got lost.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. And here I thought high elves were smart.
Uh-huh.
What?
uh,
What do you want?
where's the smithing district?
What?
Is there a smithing district here?
A smithing district? Yes, there is a smithing district.
Alright. Where is it?
We'll be bound with the western end of the city. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you know, I got curious and just started walking around.
Right. Can you give me a persuasion check?
I'm back.
Give me a quick persuasion check.
Oh, yeah.
16.
There we go.
Kinda looks at you. Oh, okay. Sure. Head down by the western district and follow the damn signs. You're not supposed to miss it.
Alright. Oh yeah, ever went to the Baratu Desert?
What?
Ever went to the Baratu Desert? Ah, Tuesday.
How the hell am I supposed to know? Okay. Bye, Mako.
See you guys.
Oh,
Sorry. See you guys
cool.
later.
No worries.
No worries. Catch you next week.
And we're gonna go on
Yeah.
a bit of a little break. Because
Cool.
people need water. So we're gonna be right back.
We back, folks.
Oh.
What?
And we are back.
Now we're back. Now we're back.
It's
Now,
really
now,
sad
now,
seeing
now,
Yoggle
now.
only being on camera.
Now.
Well,
Actually, I had no one's camera up currently.
yeah, no one else's
Yeah.
camera's up, so.
It's alright though. You still look at Jen's
Oh my god, a
face.
glimpse of Jen's Facebook. Oh no. Jen?
Momentary. I wouldn't worry.
Jen.
Oopsie doopsie.
The whole time to clip it, whatever was on there. Now we can examine what's on his Facebook.
What?
Smile. Fuck.
Oh, we're family friendly here. It's fuck. Anyway, you you bastards. You have now decided to do some other things. So first of all, the performance check for Mako is gonna come in later because he's gone. So
Yep.
right now, you guys are doing your own things. So you are heading.
Like all.
You are heading, I thought, towards the stockades.
Yep.
Okay. You arrive into what appears to be a much more protected set of barracks. As you're entering, you see a lot of guardsmen are stationed here. It's basically a hive for the guards. You are approaching the entrance, and you see basically behind the desk like 3 different guardsmen are actively keeping track of the paperwork, and as you're approaching, one of them turns up towards you. Yes.
Hi there.
Yes, hello. How can I help you?
We wanted to talk to the crazy guy, the one that was being all loud with his bell.
Do you have a name?
No, I don't think we got his name. Just we saw him like ringing his bell and being all loud and like he was worried about something. And then the guards grabbed him because apparently being loud's against the rules.
We have different laws against disturbing people in the early hours to the late hours of the day. If you don't know the individual by name, you can come with me to see who from these people you're referring to.
You
Oh,
seem very,
okay.
You seem very tired.
You have very keen eyes. Yes, I am very tired.
Should probably get you more sleep.
Yeah. Anyway. Follow me. The guardsman
You okay?
grabs a set of keys from... yeah, we're going through the full spectrum of customer service.
Yeah.
He grabs a set of keys and what appears to be a longsword and tells another pair of guards to follow him as you all begin to walk through the cells of the lower level of the stockades. The first thing you see is that most of the cells here are actually full. They have like people inside of them. And he kind of walks you through the middle of the room so that you don't exactly get too close to the cells. You see a lot of unsavory figures here. You even catch a couple of people who are just wearing normal commoner's clothing that don't appear to be very dangerous. And basically, heading down into the fort. The first thing you notice is that he kind of leads you over to a more decrepit part of the barracks. Dimly lit by torches. You see what appears to be the torchlight itself illuminating the visage of different kind of figures inside the barracks. These figures appear to be wearing the same kind of cloths, long cloths. The face that was covering them are now revealed. And they seem to be raving. They seem to be talking to themselves as you're passing by. Some of them are huddled into corners. Some of them are banging their hands and heads against the steel bars. And eventually, you make it towards the one that you actually had seen to the outside. And he's basically standing alone into the empty room that he's in. The guardsman asks you, is this the one you were referring to?
Yeah, I think like he was wearing a mask, but yeah, I think that's him.
Okay, are you relatives of this man?
No.
We just
Then
wanted to ask a few questions, that's all.
why?
Well,
Just
like,
curious.
and he seemed real worried about something, so we wanted to make sure that like nothing bad was happening today. That like was trying to warn people.
Unless you have a serious reason for requesting to talk with this man in particular, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me back to the front, sir.
Well, I'm sort of a scholar, so I would like to gather some information from different sources.
You should
seem
have
interesting.
started with that. I will give you 30 minutes. He unlocks the door and lets you in.
Right. And inside.
Entering the cell, the man is kind of in the corner, kind of shaking to himself, rocking back and forth. His eyes are wide. Now that you can see his face is very unclean. He has like large bubbles on his skin. Some of them are popped, and his pure green eyes, pupils are small. He seems to be just kind of eating his nails in the corner.
Hello there.
Doesn't seem to pay much attention to you.
Let's start with something easy. What is your...
Does not seem to reply to you. He just seems to be murmuring to himself.
Can I attempt a perception roll to try and hear what he's saying?
Yeah, roll for it.
Help!
You lean in closer, and as you try to lean in closer, you kind of make out the rumble, and you kind of lean in even closer, and the guy kind of suddenly snaps. No, 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 and kind of like gets up to the corner of the room.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
Kind of like again slowly cowers back down.
I'm gonna also try to listen what he's saying.
Go for it. Make a perception check.
16.
He keeps repeating to himself, "The riders are coming. The riders are coming. The riders are coming. Thunder, lightning. The riders are coming. The riders are coming. Our souls will be burned. Our faces will be melted. The riders are coming. The riders are coming."
Grimdad, can you ask him who are the riders?
Oh, okay. Who the riders?
He does not seem to react. The riders are coming. The riders are
I
coming.
don't think he knows.
Right. Kiki sighs for a moment and then detect thoughts.
Deep.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, first surface level and then deep.
There's a difference. What are you going for?
Just at the beginning, like the surface level.
Okay, that would be... Give me a moment. Okay. I'm gonna make a saving throw. That is a 14.
Fail.
Okay. You begin to pry into the current thoughts of this individual. The first thing you're hit by is the constant... Here's the thing. When you're looking into the thoughts of someone, usually they're pretty calm and collected, even if they are panicking. This guy's thoughts are rapid, constant. They seem to fly all over the place in your mind, even as you are the one peering into his. He keeps on mentioning the riders in very high speed, and he has these vivid dreams in his head as you're peering in closer. Your own eyes close, and you begin to see what he is thinking about. What appears to be humanoid figures. Half of their body seems to be that of a horse, armored, and their other half of their body seems to be that of a person, also armored. And they seem to be riding. There is red and orange and yellow colors in the background, and they seem to be riding through what appears to be structures of some sort. There's a lot of strange figures, black figures on the ground, and scarlet red everywhere on the floor. There's figures that resemble very, very cartoonically enhanced guardsmen. That when these figures pass through them, they turn completely black and fall onto the ground. Experiencing the current madness of the person is a bit surreal to an extent. This is a human's thoughts, and to an elf is interesting, to say the least. The person seems to be vividly thinking about some kind of oncoming, trampling, nightmarish doom. The creatures, they don't seem to have too much of an aesthetic to them. Can you give me a religion check?
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
You have absolutely no idea what these things are.
Great. Grimdad, can you try to get his attention?
Oh, okay. Grimdog will kind of like plant himself down on the ground and will start playing his drum and conjure illusions of basically like pleasant things like flowers and butterflies to fly around the room.
As you start playing the drum, his eyes kind of like snap towards you and say, "No, no, the drums, they're here, they're coming, I can hear them!" He suddenly stands up and begins to make a dash for the door.
Grimthod will stop playing as the door open.
The door is open, but there are guards in the way. The moment he tries to go for the door, two of the guardsmen immediately grab him and start to shove him towards the walls.
Okay. didn't like the drums. Sorry.
Did his thoughts change at all?
He seems to be shaking violently as the guards are keeping him against the wall. All the while he's screaming off the top of his lungs, "The riders! They're here! They're coming!"
Silver just asked there, did his surface thoughts change at all with response to the drum?
Yes, there is something strange about the riders. Before there was these dark imagery of the riders just trampling down on figures. When the drum started to hit, the blackness that was behind the riders changed into pure white.
He really didn't seem to like the my plane.
Try to talk to him.
Yeah, I'll show you. The guards are still holding him, yeah?
Yeah.
Grimthon's just gonna kind of walk up, like, towards him, like, listen, I'm really sorry that I scared you there. I don't want to hurt you, I wanted to ask you, like, what's got you so scared? And I'm gonna try and roll persuasion to try and calm him down.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage. He's
Cool.
agitated.
I imagine he is. 4!
Grabs him, shakes him. Calm down!
You kind of talk to him, and he does not seem to pay attention to you at all. He seems to be just raving at this point.
My attempt to...
When you discuss something like, you know...
Like what? I haven't got much in the way of options here. Friends, I ain't got that. I ain't got that spell.
You have about 10 minutes left.
Why won't he listen? Can I just grab his face and just look into his eyes?
You look into his eyes. His eyes are darting around. He doesn't seem to even focus into your own eyes as you're looking. The pupils are very small, diluted. You can slightly see your own reflection in his own eyes, even as he's just rapidly looking around.
I'm gonna cast like one dancing like light orb.
Okay, you summon a dancing orb of light, kind of like his eyes immediately just squint against the light. Ah!
Is he trying to follow the light or turn away?
Trying to
from the
avoid
light,
it. He's just leaning away from it. One of the guards grabs him by the head and kind of shoves him against the light.
No, don't do that. That's not what I wanted to see.
Okay. Yeah, he's trying to avoid the light as much as possible.
Okay, Kiki shuts down the light.
He keeps trying to just push the guards away, but he's not really strong. The guards are keeping him in place.
Okay. So, only to this guy, Kiki just says, I know you can hear me, why aren't you answering?
He doesn't seem to calm down as you're talking to him. He keeps on shouting that the riders are coming. Make me a persuasion check as you're trying to talk to him.
Oh boy.
You do have disadvantage because he's, as I said,
yeah.
Raving.
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's
Persuasion.
in an agitated state of.
Damn.
Ah, that 23 gone. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. Slight sad. So that's a 13. Well, the DC is not too high to talk to him, to get him to speak. He kind of does snap out of it for just a moment, replying to you, but snapping out of it is a generous term. He keeps on shouting as you ask him, what?
I know you can hear me, but why aren't you answering me?
There is no point! It's all coming down! The end! The riders are coming! The riders are coming!
Who are the riders? You have to tell me more. I can help you.
That's a persuasion check again at disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll again. Oh, nicely done.
Mm.
Oh,
He kind of snaps towards you. He goes to grab you, but the guards are grabbing him. Like he goes to grab you by the shoulders, but the guards are actively now holding him back as he is just reaching for you. The riders! The riders! We have done bad! We have done sin! We must pay! They're coming to take vengeance! Enact our sin! We're all going to die!
who are the riders? What have we done to anger them?
Make an insight check.
20.
It seems you can tell that this man probably does not exactly know what the riders are. It's very likely that he had a dream about them, and the dream kind of consumed him to a large extent. You can also tell that he firmly believes that death is coming. Though you don't know if this is something actually that's going to happen, or if this man is just mad.
Okay. What happened? What have you seen?
I've seen the end. I've seen death. I've seen them all. Trampled down. Lightning, thunder, flames, all of it. They're coming for us. There is no escape. We're all going to die. The riders are coming. The riders are coming. The riders are coming.
Where did you see this?
What did you ask him?
Where did you see this?
I saw it in a vision in my mind. I was told the truth by the gods above. They told me. And as he just kind of lifts his arm to point upwards, one of the guards just kind of grabs his arm, and you hear it as bone fractures,
God.
and he screams in pain, putting the arm down.
That wasn't really necessary.
You have 5. You ran out of time long ago. Just tell me when you're done.
Can I make like a medicine check to see the bubbles and the green eyes?
Make it. Go for it.
I have horrible medicine, but whatever. 4. No.
Nope.
You can tell it's probably not magical.
Interesting.
Grimthough's gonna walk forward to the guy's arm and just sort of like give him a pat on it and be like, "It's gonna be alright." I'm gonna cast Cure.
Okay. The guards don't seem to react. The guy does not seem to calm down either.
Maybe being in less pain might help. 8.
Yeah, he seems to fully heal from the wound. You hear the bone just kind of snap back into place.
That's.
You seem to be,
It's alright. It's okay.
he seems to be both laughing and crying at the same time.
Grimthought, do you have anything? Actually, what sins were you talking about? Jen?
What?
What sins were you talking about?
I've seen it! I've seen it! Seen it all! Seen how we die, seen how you die! Trampled, lightning, flame, the riders are coming! They're coming!
What sins?
The truth!
What truth?
The riders are coming! The riders are coming!
I don't think we can get much.
I got an idea.
Yes.
Grimthought will like leave the cell, wander over to the other as all of the other people in the same kind of garb.
Okay.
He's not obviously not able to enter, but he's just standing outside, looks in, and just kind of like looks across the entire group, and then goes, "Do any of you know the riders?"
You see some of them kind of like pipe down and begin to scream again. The same kind of words, the riders are coming.
The ones that aren't immediately screaming, what are they doing?
They seem frightened. because everyone else is screaming.
You over there, point over to one of the ones in the screws there. Do you know the riders?
Yes, yes, the riders are coming. They're coming. They're going to kill us. They're going to eat us, eat our souls. Take us to the next life. The riders are coming.
Why?
Vision. They've told me. They've told me.
No. But why are they coming?
To pay for our sins, for our sins, our neglect.
What sin?
The riders are coming. They're coming to take
but,
back.
But what sin though?
We acted against the gods, and you hear another one from the nearby cell. The gods, it's them. They're sending vengeance, fury against us.
But for what though?
For our sins. And you see one of them just banging their head against the steel bars, and you feel a hand against your shoulder. I'm gonna have to ask you to not ask them anymore. I'm gonna have to lock you up too. You're agitating them.
Oh, sorry. I was just you said we could ask questions. So
yeah, from this guy, I didn't think you would actually go and start riling them all up.
Oh, sorry.
If any of them die here, who are not supposed to die later on, do you know who's gonna have to pay for it? It's gonna have to be me.
Sorry.
Trying to do a job
Didn't
here,
know.
man. Come on.
Sorry.
This is happening when everyone else is raving and shouting, by the way.
Okay, I think I will leave the cell. And like look around, and the guys who are screaming, do they also have green eyes and like?
Not green eyes, they have different colored eyes.
faces?
They don't even seem to have the same kind of disease that the other guy had. But they do seem to wear rags and seem to have the same kind of crazy look in their eyes.
Were they all screaming at some point in the market?
Not in the market necessarily.
Well, were they screaming somewhere?
Yeah, hold up a moment. He grabs the sword so that his seat and starts to bang it against the bars. Everyone, shut up! And you see the people that are banging against the bar just immediately just shut up immediately and just walk behind back to the cells. Sorry for that. Yeah, we got them. Most of them went to the plaza. I don't know why. They started shouting, and they were brought in. I didn't notice it. I'm just getting the reports back.
Is this all of them, or were there more?
There were others. We had a hanging 5 days back. 3 people. One of them killed a girl. A young girl too. Like, these people are mad. We had 2 others who stole a bunch of things. Had one who was robbing up cows, tried to set them free into the city. Another one tried to do the same with horses. But we got that one before he could actually unleash a problem to the city.
How long have people been doing this? Talk about these riders and all.
Oh, well, it's been happening a long time now. I think ever since I actually started working here.
And people just keep going crazy and talk about the riders, yeah?
Yeah, I don't believe it personally, just a bunch of crazy people just being lunatics.
So like, there's a lot of are all of their eyes like different colored?
Their eyes are like very normal colors, just that one guy seems to have like green eyes, from what you can tell.
Okay. Interesting. Right, I think.
Why are you looking into this? You people are followers of the gods or something? Priests?
Oh, no, it just it seemed like he was really worried about it. So wanted to make sure that, it looked like he was trying to warn people about something bad happening. So I wanted to make sure nothing bad was going to happen, you know?
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Most people kick the mental bucket sometime, eventually.
But isn't it weird that they are all repeating the same thing?
More or less.
I guess we can continue now.
Yeah, let's get going.
And,
Once we've left, Grimthal will kind of turn to Kiki and go, like, so what do you think?
I think there's someone is behind this. They all seem to be poor. But they didn't have the same disease.
Hmm.
Hold up a moment. I'll be right back.
It seems like they're all worried about the same thing. Is the thing, like it's all they all talk about the exact same thing. So it seems weird that like they're all worried about the same thing, but like it's if it wasn't anything.
I wouldn't be worried if they just went mad, but they're talking about the same thing, and I could see what that one person was thinking. It was horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, what would it look like?
I could see.
Back.
Would actually Kiki know what a centaur is?
Make me a nature check or history check, your choice.
History. 23.
Nice.
Yes, they are one of the more natural species of creatures in Verx. They're not exactly common. They're pretty rare creatures. Nomadic. They basically move from place to place to hunt, to breed, to leave. What you saw was very similar, but something didn't add up, and you're not sure what.
I could see these creatures. They were half human, half horse.
Gripthod looks immediately disturbed because his understanding of how half creatures work is that it's half one creature breeding with another that other creature
Yep.
to make the half creature, i.e. half orcs. And he's like, oh, that's gross. Someone fucked a hole.
Oh, Grimthod, no.
Oh no.
He says this out loud in the streets.
Yeah. Kiki just goes like, no, Grimthod, a centaur is someone who is, the upper part of a human, and the rest is horse. And she tries to draw like a pic, or actually she does like a minor illusion.
Okay, but like Griffith's looking at us like, but were they born because like someone went up to a horse and then like
No.
I
Grimthod,
mean,
you're too young for this talk. We're not having this discussion.
Nice.
Oh god. So, I saw these creatures, but they didn't exactly look like, or something was off. I'm not sure what.
Could Kiki minor illusion to make it look like what it actually looked like from the illusion? Like definitely from the thoughts.
I mean, what is stopping her?
Do you do it? Okay.
Yes.
Grim, you see a peculiar half horse, half human figure. It's really muddy, like muddled, in the thoughts of the man. So it comes out muddled in that too. Can you give me a religion check? DC high.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think you can
Quick
beat it.
question: is it even possible for Grimthought to make this, considering his religion is a -2?
Yes.
Yes. Probably.
Okay. Let's see.
Do it.
is the DC -2? Because I think he might have made it. Just maybe.
So as you see Grimthor, the figure of the half man, half horse, Kiki is a very smart person,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's usually right when it comes to half creatures, or at least to most things. Now this looks to you like someone fucked a horse.
It really looks like someone fucked a horse.
Oh no!
Like, Jesus Christ, this is horrible.
Grimthought has no idea who that is.
Grimthought just like looks at it and like it's just like,
You will never see Butters the same way.
No!
I mean, here's the thing.
No!
Grimthought's well aware that not everybody fucks horses, but very clearly he's been introduced to the fact that someone has to have at some point.
You're basically exiting the prison right now because the guy is actively
Wait.
just telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we full on left. Like we were having this discussion
Yeah.
once we gotten out.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Please come again if you have something important to do.
Thank you. Come again.
I love this guy. Anyways, I don't know if I want to look into this more or if I want to just do what I was supposed to do in here and leave.
I mean, yeah, we probably should get that job done, but like, once we're done, we could look at this. You know, there's not a lot of people going crazy. You know.
True. But technically, I do not need to meet the Baron. I just need to get into his house. But I'm not very good at getting into people's houses.
Do you know where he lives?
Gotta look around.
Doing the
Is there like a big mansion somewhere?
No, there's a castle in the middle of the town where the plaza is.
Are there like people walking by us?
Yeah?
Excuse me, could you tell
Yes?
who lives there?
Oh, that belongs to one of the barons.
Which one?
Well, my Elvish isn't exactly great, so I'm gonna do my best to do with the translation. However, I believe the name probably is.
I speak
You will
common.
stop her.
And I speak to your mind, so you can use whatever language you feel like.
Oh, well, I believe his name is Adrian.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You're not
Getting some more flashbacks here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm
But,
speaking as a lead.
But would you know where Hector lives?
Oh, yeah, that's the second baron of Azanta. He actually doesn't live in the city.
He what? You cut out?
He doesn't live in the city. He has a mansion.
Oh, where's that?
That is actually closer towards the mountains.
Towards the mountain. Okay. So, we should probably find like a map that shows where he is, kind of thing.
I mean, if you want to talk with to one baron, you can find him here in the castle, and the other one actually is passing today.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we want to find his house, so we'll have to have a look around. Oh, thanks.
Certainly.
So, we got to probably find like a map or something where his house is, right?
Well, maybe. Do you have the map that we already have?
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead. Grimthal will fold out the map that he's been keeping track of things on. He's mainly the only things he's really edited are the things in regards to either where they've been or where the city of monsters is. So we're over here.
What?
We're over here, right?
Aren't we in Azanta's fort?
Yes, you are.
Grimthal, no. Kiki just like moves, like.
It moves his finger. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, bigger place. Gotcha. Right. So he's somewhere closer to the mountain. Or I don't see anywhere else on the map. Do you think maybe like he's before we get to the river or like after?
I am not sure. Well, we could also just try to get take us there.
I mean, yeah, we could just like ask him if we could like pop over to his house.
Well, we should maybe try to find the others and see and ask their opinions on this.
Yeah, right. I think we were saying that we'd meet up again at the tavern, though, so probably want to meet with them there and have a chat.
Yes. Wait, but we discussing meeting at the... Well, yes, that tavern where the Baron is.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, yes. So, we start heading that way.
Yep.
Did Kiki forget something? So gods can bleed.
Bruh.
Bear.
Bro.
Bruh.
Before that, Ash,
Howdy.
you went out, did the city streets on your own.
Yep, just sort of, seeing the town, window shopping, that sort of thing.
Hmm. Do you have anything in mind, or do you just wanna...
I'm just exploring, seeing if anything catches my eye. Not looking for anything in particular.
Yeah, looking through the streets, there's people going about the day. Most of them are selling stuff to travelers. And, sort of exotic figures. There are humans mostly that are living here, but there are more passing creatures that are not human. What catches your eye particularly is a statue in one of the smaller plazas of the city that depicts a humanoid form, like a human knight, on top of what appears to be a warhorse with a lance pointing forward. It appears to be a monument to the tournament.
Oh, lovely. Is this one of the many people who hailed from here to go participate, or?
It appears that they are one of the few people who actually managed to have their name be memorized here. Yeah, probably by doing something extremely important. Leading the plague on top of the statue, like the one in front of it, is in loving memory of Sir Bernald, who broke through 3 gates all on his own.
Oh. Impressive man.
Walking through the city, anything else you find would be across from small-time sellers to the abundance of guardsmen that are patrolling. Zanta's Fort is a lot more secured than Cairn, that is to be sure. And you even catch the instance of another person raving in the streets and being put down quite fast. You even see some soldiers here from the United Crowns Alliance, the Light Crown in specific.
Ah.
Light Crown Regiment, yes.
Interesting.
They seem to be basically patrolling through the streets, or rather moving through the streets. Their commander in front. Most of them are actually shopping.
I expect it's more of a... Considering it's a fort, it's where a lot of the more military folk come to visit.
Yes, true. You do notice there are actually people selling weaponry as well. Small-time sellers having different kind of weapon shops set up on the side of the street, which is funny because there are children going about just asking for swords, great swords. You even catch an instance of a small child trying to wield one. It's fun because they can't even lift it off from the ground.
That's why it's okay.
Supervised.
Yep, they're all dull. You sharpen them yourself.
People do learn a valuable lesson. They can get hurt.
Yep.
Beyond that, the city seems to be a pleasant little stop. Is that? Do you want to do anything?
No, I'm just enjoying my time. Forward to the expensive beds.
Mm. Next up would be Lupus. Izakwa here.
Alright.
You want to
Yes.
go to the smithing district. Basically, the smithing district is a little bit more impressive due to the fact that there are mines nearby, and a lot of the ore that is being transferred here from there seems to be processed into weaponry and armor.
Hmm.
You see a lot of these forges are actually operational right now. From the 5 you can see, 4 of them are currently under use.
You're right, I'll go and see the one who's under use and see if I can find something of interest.
When you say something of interest,
It's mainly just some better hammer and see if I can find a guy who can customize a carriage for, cooking and stuff.
looking around, you don't first of all see anyone who is having cart upgrades on their like list of workable jobs. That would probably be a costume commission, and you probably would have to approach a smith to just give you to actually work on the cart itself to make it more of just a normal cart.
Yeah.
So you approach one of the forges, and you see what appears to be a relatively built woman is currently spending her time attempting to fix a dent in the sword. She seems to be furiously trying to heat it up.
Salty stuff, but
Yeah? What is it? Oh. She kind of like takes off a headband, puts it on the ground. Hello?
hello, what can I do? These guys, hey, these guys take a commission for turning a carriage into something more fitting for a merchant who's traveling, who just lost the carriage. That's fireproofed.
Sure. Sounds a little bit more like something a stable hand probably would be more accustomed to handling, or I don't know whom. I suppose I can work into it. What's in it for me?
How much do I have to pay?
Well,
Depends
it-
on me.
Well, it depends what you really need on it.
I just need to be fireproof and to be able to mount something as big as a list on top.
Aqua, you're gonna have to speak a little bit higher up. I didn't hear that.
That's all. I just needed to be fireproof and to be able to have a ballista on top.
I'm sorry, did you just say fireproof?
Yes.
So you want metal plating on it?
Yeah. More like. Yeah. I think just that and well, the lightest weight metal you guys have.
I'm sorry, you do know that nothing really is fireproof. I would have to actually hunt. If you want something fireproof, you would have to bring me something extraordinary to actually work on. I don't have the material to make something completely fireproof. Now, if you're looking for me
Perhaps.
to just kind of put some metal proper and just make a card just a little bit more durable, that can be done.
Right. But say, do you know where I can hunt that material though?
Well, if you can find a red dragon, go for it.
Ah. How about
Maybe a fire hydra.
you guys? One other question. This is more about smithy question. Do you know if there's anyone, if there's a church of Azanta? Do you know if there's someone else where all these churches of Azanta are?
Well, we do have there is there is like what you call it, a building here. What you call it, church, temple? I don't know. Dedicated to a couple of gods. You can just go search that.
Alright. And yeah. Do you have some? Do you sell some light fighting part for cooking?
For cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your best bet would be to go to a general merchant, but sure,
Yeah. It's always good to support a fellow smith.
sure. What is it you need?
Let's see, chef knife, a butcher knife, plus curved, the curved cutting knife, a skeleton remover, and let's see, critter. You know all that. Careful list.
Sure. I can sell you. Tell you what, I have some cooking kits that I send over. Well, I supply some of the soldiers that are coming by. I can sell you one of those.
Alright, and go.
Well, that will be 20 gold.
Here's 10 gold and 1 platinum.
Thank you very much. She walks to the back, and after about 2 minutes, comes out with what appears to be a large crate, and hands it to you. Here you go, sir. A cooking kit.
Thank you. And by the way, what's the problem you're having with that dented sword?
Oh, nothing. I accidentally blunted it with the hammer while it was still too hot, and unfortunately, well, look at it. Made a dent in it. I'll have to work on it from the very beginning again.
Need any help?
That's alright, I'll manage.
Alright. And go. And one other question is, do you have some extra whetstone?
Yes, I do. Need some supplies?
More like I just need to do the sharpened rifle, a quick sharpen for the split, and my 2 hand axes.
Sure thing. That will be 5 gold.
Alright, then give her the rest of my gold.
Thank you. And here you go. Hands you the whetstone.
Thank you. And if you... Yes. Alright. Yeah. That's about all.
Alright. Back to you guys. As you are basically now making your way where? You're making your way up to the restaurant. You have to wait a bit, so as time passes and you're making your way over to...
Wait.
No.
Let's go get my magic item thing I gotta do.
Sure. Where are you going?
Sorry, the magic item.
Yeah, where are you going?
The magic version that he asked about earlier on.
Yeah,
I
I'm
saw
asking,
earlier.
what's the name of the place you are going? It's been barely an hour. Come on.
I'm taking down notes of other things, and I didn't get the name of it. It just told us, like, on the east side.
The Scarlet
Don't
Emporium.
miss
You're
it.
heading over to the
Scarlet
Scarlet
Emporium.
Emporium.
That's where I'm heading, yes.
Wasn't it in the south?
It was in the south.
Alright, well, that's where I'm heading.
Making your way over to following the signs, and with a little bit of help from the civilians if you don't know where you're going, you eventually make your way over to the Scarlet Emporium, which is a fitting name because it is a relatively not too tall but pretty wide building. What makes it striking is the red walls.
Alright.
As you enter in, the entire place buzzes with activity. The thing that catches your attention is there are a lot of people here and a lot of stands here that have a lot of things on them, from knickknacks to armaments to weaponry. There are guards here as well, but not guards like the city guard. It appears that the soldiers here have their own attire, which is made primarily out of copper and bronze. Their weaponry, however, also don't look normal. They have a blue sheen to them.
Alright.
So, what are you looking for? As you're basically walking around, there are herbs, spices, sold here, armaments, knickknacks, clothing, carpets.
Someone that has potion.
Oh, you're looking? Okay. Looking around, you do actually see a vendor that has what appears to be his own stand that has a bunch of strange-looking glass containers on them with peculiar liquids. You can see the person behind the counter is a man. He has a pair of relatively large horns, and his skin is purple.
Okay. Is this a potion seller or a bag of holding seller? Because first I want to find the bag of holding, then find the potion.
He seems to be a potion seller. There is actually another different vendor that sells a bag with space much bigger than it seems on the outside.
Gonna head there real quick.
Okay.
But I'm making note of this potion seller because I'll be back with this potion seller.
So you approach a merchant, and the guy seems to just be a human. He has a relatively big nose and short hair, short black hair. Hello.
Hi.
How can I help you this fine day, sir? And would you like some polish for your claws, or would you prefer something for your fur? We have some very fine lotions.
I need it. They call it a bag of holding.
Oh yes, it's one of our finest goods.
I got he has one.
Okay. Do you have coins, sir?
Yes.
Very good. That would be
Do you have bag?
I do have bag. He produces from under the counter a very small bag.
Does it work?
Now watch this. He opens the bag, and he takes what appears to be a longsword and puts it all the way in and pulls it all the way back out. See?
I stick my hand in the bag. How far does it go?
All the way in as much as you want, and it also feels cold.
Okay. Alright, that works.
It's not a bag of devouring, don't worry.
Nah.
I mean, if it was, then I'm like, well, my character's one-handed now.
He looks at you and says with a relatively wide smile, "Okay, sir, that would be 500 gold."
Could you do less?
Well, that's the price, I'm afraid. How much do you have on you?
I pull out a Hydra's heart.
What is this?
It's a heart of a multi-headed thing.
Ew! It smells horrible. Take it away from my face.
Okay.
Ugh.
Wood. 3. He pulls out a bag of gold. It's 350 with this too. Could you do this price?
How much are you showing him?
It's the 350 gold pieces I have.
Oh, that's a little bit low. Sorry, friend.
Does he also have plants there that need to be growing?
Not really.
I see.
But if you ever wanted a mustache, I have This right here. This cream will make you sprout a mustache as long as you want. Or perhaps you might be looking for this eyeball. If you put it inside your own head, if you lack an eyeball, will become an eye. It's very good. You never
Oh,
know.
I had the horse, I guess. I don't know what else it is. But Coda's gonna look at it like, how long have you had bag?
How long I've had... This is actually a new one. Got about 3 days ago. I'm expecting it to be sold in the next 2.
I will be back.
Okay, sir.
Make my way to the person, Sally.
Okay, you make your way with the tiefling. Hello.
Hi.
How can
And
I
I pull out the wine bottle of Hydra blood and like, how much?
Ooh, that seems interesting. Can I see?
I wouldn't recommend drinking it. No.
Obviously not.
Yes, you can see.
Can I have it for a moment?
Sure.
You hand over the blood, and he kind of like plops it open, and begins to just. Oh. Close it back up. Oh, that is atrociously smelling. How many do you have of these?
2.
2. I'll buy them all from you.
How much?
I'm willing to buy one of them for 250 gold.
100?
What?
Did you say 100? Or what?
250 gold for 1 vial.
For 1.
What the fuck?
Coda's like,
Damn,
yes.
boy.
Is the price not to your liking?
Can you do 275?
Make a
Okay, the moment hits, it's like, wait.
Make a
I
persuasion
can
check.
ask for more?
Make a persuasion check.
Galaxy brain code
I
of
am so
open.
proud.
Oh!
Oh, it's not even that bad.
I can do 270.
Oh, we bargained, boys.
There
We
we go.
bargained.
Coda sits there and nods. Deal.
I like the way that you talk. And
Oh wait, that was for one of the 2 vials,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh my
he's gonna
God.
buy both the vials for 500.
No, I said, yeah, okay, yeah, 1.
For
Because I'll be back. I want to ask him a question, yeah.
Yeah, 540 gold.
Alright. It's like, I'll be right back. Take the gold. I now go purchase the bag of holding.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. And puts the vials under his desk. As you're approaching, the vendor with the bag of holding, he kind of is already talking with the customer, holding the bag of holding. Yes, I can sell this to you. I'll sell it for 490, sure.
Oh. You can upbid him. You can upbid him.
I'll do 510.
Oh, you're back. The person who is right next to you appears to be a half elf. He kind of looks at you, say, 520. And the merchant just looks, oh, excellent price.
Let me do my math here really quick.
The big brain math.
I look over and just like, I'll do 530.
You see the half elves just kind of shy, like, oh, it's barely worth it. Fine. And the merchant kind of smiles and says, excellent. Here you go. He holds the bag proudly, expecting the money.
Yeah, Coda will hand him the money.
So this bag of holding effectively costs you 2 gold vials of Hydra blood and 10 gold.
Yep.
No, I didn't sell the other one.
Oh, you only sold one?
I
Oh,
only
okay.
sold the one.
You see the half elf kind of look towards your direction, and is like, "Well, I hope you enjoy the bag of holding, sir."
I reach in my bag and I pull out a golden blade coin, and I hand it to him. It's like, there, don't feel bad.
Wow,
Here,
that feels
here, have some pity gold.
that feels demeaning.
Yeah.
What is your name, sir?
What's your name?
My name? Call me Blackwood.
Where are you from?
Oh, you know, here and there.
What do you do?
I'm a traveler. I am actually expecting some friends to leave today from the city, so I'm gonna go find them later on tonight. But I was hoping I could present with a bag of holding that I wanted to buy for one of my friends, but well, unfortunately, you won our little gold off.
Oh no. You've deprived Azanta of his bag of holding.
No.
Oh
Now
fuck!
you
No!
Coda has ruined Christmas.
So,
I open my bag
Can we
of
have a
holding.
Christmas episode where Coda ruins the Christmas?
in like a couple more months, sure.
I feel like we just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
The half elf.
Coda just looks through all my bag like, I really don't have anything you probably want.
The half elf looks up and he says, "Actually, I want to ask you, what are you doing here in the city? You don't seem like city folk to me. You seem like a traveler yourself."
Yes. I am, as they call him, shifter.
And what do you specialize in? Clawing, punching.
I turn into things. Also claw, also punch.
Oh,
I'm
so,
also strong.
okay, so you're a druid.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And while this is going on, Coda's just holding his bag open and just pouring it all into the bag of holding.
Yeah, all right. He says.
The random parts of hay, the weird bone pieces, a glass eye,
Horse
some
skull.
rocks.
You have a lot of strange things. Do you? Actually. Wow, you have a lot of strange. Why do you have so many bones?
Never know when you need bones.
Right.
I love that an NPC is the first person to ask that question.
I mean, he does have the horse skull with the glass eye just
Hey, man.
around his.
He lifts his hand up like, "Hey man, I'm not judging." Very well then.
What's your name, Bones? We're good.
Very well then.
And it's like, I apologize for needing this, but I need this.
Oh, don't fear. I'm certain that. Well, I'll run into another one eventually, hopefully, and that one I'll buy. Oh well. I hope you have safe travels. What's your name? Coda?
Coda.
Coda.
Khan. Coda.
Oh, all right.
Coda can Coda. Okay, sure. Have safe travels. And
Same.
he turns over, gives you a friendly wave, and the thing is walking away.
Alright, I make my way back to the potion cell.
Oh, you're
Transactions! Yes. And I run to. Do you know a way to fix this? Pull out the other vial of Hydra blood with this.
What are you pulling out to show him again?
The other bottle of Hydra blood.
What do you mean fix?
Coda like gestures to that half of his body that's completely burned.
Oh, you wanna get some of that beauty back, don't you? Well, I think that's a little bit of character, but that's a personal opinion. If you really want that gone, I can help you with that. Certainly. I have a potion for that. It is a bit expensive, unfortunately. A single vial won't do it.
I also kind of pull out the resources I have gathered from my herbalist kit and all that. I was wondering if you could help me figure out how to make it.
Oh, I'm afraid you're gonna need some very... Well, I like you, little guy, so I might as well help you out with your little conquest to get yourself beautiful again. Here's what you're gonna do. Have you heard of a troll?
No.
Here's the thing. Trolls have regenerative properties. What you need is either extremely powerful magic to heal that, or you need to regenerate that skin back up.
Hey, don't tell me you need.
I do have the heart too. Does he need that for anything?
What?
I slayed the Hydra heart out.
I'm afraid the
Do
Hydra
you
blood...
need this?
I'm afraid the Hydra blood won't do you any good unless you want to go mad. Well...
Does someone to add? Wait, did you say I can get another limb?
What?
Arms! Arms for days!
Well, it's not exactly just that. Hydra blood is extremely mutative, unless you know how to work it like me. I know that the one you gave me right here is mountain Hydra blood, which I can spin into workable fire protection potions that I can sell for a high amount. In all honesty, your best bet, and darling, is to find a troll. And don't gather any of its blood. Its blood will not do you any good. What you need are its toes. Specifically its toenails. Grab
Okay.
those. Grab those. Grab some heartstring from the same troll. Not the whole heart, you just need the heartstring. After that...
Where is that? And
the...
how do I do that?
Well, it's a little bit of a difficult process. It's like knitting, except you try to do it from the heart of a creature that is dead. Making potions is not either an exact science nor, well, an easy for the stomach one. Tell you what, if it's too difficult for you, bring me back these ingredients and I will craft you the potion at a reduced cost. It is very expensive.
Okay. Is there a way to get a hold of you?
Well, I'm mostly here. Sailing down into the beautiful people of Azanta.
And you do not travel?
Not really. People usually come to me.
That seems boring.
Well, to an extent it is. To be fair, I did used to travel, but I do like the place. Plus, less people trying to mug you off the street.
That's only happened to one person I know.
Hey! Thank God it wasn't you.
Do you... I pull out the Hydra heart. Do you know what you could use this for?
Whoa! Huh. That is still relatively fresh. I know something I can do with this. The question is that is a very volatile material. Let me check something. He pulls out a little needle made of steel that has a little clock on the top of it and sticks it to the heart. And the needle begins to move. Oh my, it's even still warm. What are you looking to do with this?
Well, I sell it grow back things. I was wondering if it would be used for, you know, this.
You're referring to... Sweetheart, it's not going to do you any good. You don't need Hydra blood, you need troll blood for that. Honestly, personally, I'm a potion seller, and I'm telling you, go find a priest. Tell him to cure you of your skin disease, or, well, burn, I suppose. Because potions can get uncomfortably unstable at times, while magic is very stable. You're gonna need to find a powerful one if you're gonna go for it, though. Healing magic of that caliber to restore your trauma wounds is extremely high. But, well, I could try to make a potion out of the heart. I can only guarantee you that it will probably not exactly end as you're expecting.
What else could you do with this?
Oh, well, it still has a little of blood in it. I can probably craft a potion out of it. Otherwise, I can try to, well, sell it to one of the wizard living here. Try to convince him that it has some worth.
How much are you willing to sell it for?
Sell the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not mine to sell.
If you were to have it, how much would you sell?
If I were to have it, I'd sell it to some idiot for 5,000 gold. And to someone who probably knows what they're doing, I'd sell it for probably 1,000, 1,500.
Which is most likely to happen?
Well, to be honest, both. The question is whether you want to be chased after the sale. If you go for the idiot, it's very likely you're going to have to use your legs afterwards.
Would you do 1,000 for the heart?
1,000? Oh, that's an expensive bind.
Well, you have 5,000 or 1,500. You still get gold at the end of it, don't you? If I'm not incorrect.
Now, you aren't wrong, but again, I don't know if I can even sell it to begin with, so I'm gonna have to pass. If you really want to try your luck, you should go for the wizard. Well, unless, do you want to buy something?
Oh. He doesn't have a potion of regeneration on him, does he?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah.
Oh, I do, but you probably won't be able to afford it.
How much is it?
Extremely expensive, darling. But if you really want to know, he pulls out what appears to be a potion of green liquid. The potion itself, well, the potion itself seems to be bubbling, but the way it bubbles is weird because a bubble is made and then multiple other bubbles are made from that one bubble and expand, and the one before that just blows up. So it just kind of goes blop, 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 constantly. And yes, Felon, that is the sound Baymax makes.
I was thinking like that. Now I just want one of the bubbles in
Nice.
the house bubbling.
So what I'm hearing is you've made a lava lamp.
Ah.
That's one expensive lava lamp, man.
This is pretty costly. If I was to put a price on it, most markets would sell it for, well, a high amount. Give me a moment.
Quickly Google.
A quick Google search later. Well, I fear that it will probably be sold for a measly 5,000.
So a Hydra.
Well,
To a person that doesn't know better.
if you get a rich idiot.
Do you have a farm that needs food? Plants that need growing? Perhaps in exchange of
Now,
abilities for the potion.
now I don't have plots of land. I just have my little humble home here in Azanta. Not really a home either. More like a room I live in. So, sorry, friend. Can't help you there. Hell, these potions aren't even necessarily mine. I just brew them, sell them here. They are owned by the Baron.
You said there's a wizard.
Yeah, there is. He lives by one of the 4 towers here in the fort. Cornerstones of the city.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, he does. He goes by the name of White Eye. Oh, that's a nickname anyway.
Wait, name of what? You just cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry for that. He goes by the name of White Eye.
That's actually a pretty badass name.
Did you typo that, or is that how it's just
That's
pronounced?
how it's written and pronounced.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, he does have an actual name. I personally don't know it, but people call him White Eye. It's due to the fact that if it's not obvious, one of his eyes pure white.
Okay. I take the Hydra heart and the other vial of Hydra blood. Or I guess the wine bottle of Hydra blood.
Hey, I'm still willing to buy that. If you want.
Would you do best of like the vial or the heart?
I'm willing to buy the vial.
Could you do 260?
I'll do you a 270. Gives you a smile. It gives you a fanged smile.
Alright. 270 then. Alright.
He hands you 270.
Essentially made gold out of this.
Yeah.
Come
And
back,
got everybody a bag of holding.
come back in time, sweetheart. Kind of gives you a wave as you're leaving.
Okay.
So, Jen, to clarify, what he needs for the potion is the toenails of a troll and also a piece of its heart.
Not a piece, specifically from the heartstring.
Okay.
Imagine weaving a tapestry. You need cloth. Well, imagine making a tapestry out of a heart.
Okay.
Part.
And
Yes.
it has to be from the same troll.
Not necessarily. Heartstring, so long as it is relatively fresh, it should do.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Griptod's already carrying like half of that. Because he still has the claw from the troll that he killed as part of his Dukask. So Griptod's actually carrying half of what
here's
Coda
the other
needs.
issue. A claw's troll is not a troll's claw is not the same as its toenails.
Oh, okay, they're not the same, made of the same material. Okay, fair enough.
It is
Fair enough.
It is a troll's claw is used in other things.
Okay.
What is up with people and not owning farmland and not wanting crops for 2 years straight?
Right? It's like as if people are not necessarily all farmers.
Fucking weirdos.
How do you even get any money whatsoever? And I'm gonna make my way to the tavern.
Cool.
Yeah, the fat guy tavern.
One the Baron is apparently going to be at it.
Yes.
Ow.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's just dying.
Yeah, I'm suffering. Okay, so making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Back.
Walking faster.
Back to you guys. Grimthod and Kiki and yeah, Grimthod and Kiki. Where are you going?
We're heading towards the tavern.
Alright, you're heading home. Eventually everyone arrives back at the tavern. And the first thing you see is a familiar face. That of Lewis.
Is it the... Oh. It's the elf with the cape and the edgy elf.
Oh, that
He's
one.
following us.
No, you don't see that guy. You do however see Lewis.
Aw.
He's sitting in one... Oh, you're so sad. You see Lewis. And you see another figure, that of a human. He seems to have short orange hair and a little bit of a stubble. He wears plate armor, has a symbol of Azanta's guard symbol, I suppose. I fucked up the naming. On the tabard that he wears, and he bears a greatsword. No, he bears a long sword and a shield. Sorry. And the moment you notice him, he notices you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey guys. Oh, and the guy in armor kind of seems a bit stunned.
Hey, how you doing? You staying here too?
Grimthud, is that you?
Huh? Yeah, but do I know you?
He extends a hand.
Grimthod takes it and shakes it.
Cladiolas.
Look at this. I'm trying to see if I recognize this guy at all.
He seems familiar. Roll me a history check.
Go. Watch me fuck this up. 8.
He doesn't.
It is the elf.
He doesn't ring a bell.
Have we met before?
Cortel.
Cortel. Oh, you're the captain!
Yes, greetings.
Hey, good to see you! He starts shaking his hand really vigorously.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Is he on
goodness.
fire?
He's not on fire, no.
Was fired
What are
last
you-
time.
What are
Just
you
saying.
doing in here?
Oh, hi, Grimthud, the arm.
Oh, Joy. Oh, it's great to see you.
Oh.
Oh, who's this friend of yours?
Yeah, we fought a dragon together. Well, half dragon. But yeah, we fought together. This guy's really strong.
Oh, my arm. Greetings, my name is Cladiolas. I'm a general of the guard here in Azanta.
Oh, so this is where your job got shifted to. All right.
Yes, I've been a general here for a few months now.
Good on you. Good on you.
I'm happy to see you all alive and well. Wait. Where's the Warforged?
Died.
Yeah.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah, it was a tough fight against some cultists, and he didn't make it. But we kicked it their asses. We killed them. We gone back for it. Yeah, because apparently he got back up after I killed him. It's annoying.
Well, that sounds like good news.
Yeah.
How about a round of drinks then?
Yeah, totes. You drinking too? Looks over towards Lewis.
Oh, I would love a drink. Actually,
Alright, come on in.
make that 2. And as you're all sitting down, the waiter brings you for each of you will bring you dark brewed mead.
Nice. How much for that?
As you go to ask for that, Clyde says, "I'll pay for it."
Oh, sure. Or I'll get next round.
Don't worry on it. As a general of the guard, I actually have been getting quite the income. It's been so long since I've seen any of you.
Yeah. We went to the festival up in the city to the town to the north. We won a whole bunch of stuff. You know, it was really good. And then we messed around with some people in a forest who were having this problem with some cultists. We spent a lot of time fighting cultists, honestly. And then we went into a house, and there was this demon thing in there, and it got out. But then later on, we found it again. We killed it. Yeah. Oh, and points over towards Ashfall, and he tamed the dragon. So that was pretty cool.
Jack,
I just sip from my cup.
Like,
Tim the dragon?
yeah. Was hanging out in the middle of a river, and he just sort of like he made do what he wants.
Clyde looks at Ash with a bit of confusion, and gives him just a hand gesture of like, "Is that real?"
Just shakes head slowly.
Kind of nods in understanding.
Then we fought and we killed a Hydra. That was really fun. It was a really good fight. Let's see what else. Oh, there was the upside down, the Empire thing. That was really hard fight. That almost killed me, but I beat it. Had to drop him into like a river underground, and this guy he saved me. Pats Coda on the shoulder. Yeah, he ate me. So
What?
Oh yeah, no, he did that. He did that thing where he turns into a snake. You remember when we fought the half dragon, the big
I
snake
think that
thing?
might be a bit too much information. You see, Clyde, he just get a little bit uncomfortable. Just like,
That gives the best adventure summaries.
Right. Well, I hope.
So, what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been helping here the city guard with some of the recent upbringings of. Well.
Oh yeah, have you been seeing a bunch of them people going crazy then? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, all them people like talking about the riders and stuff like that. It's really weird. Yeah, it looked like. Word out there, she showed me like what one of them looks like, what one of the riders looks like, and yeah, it turns out it looks like it's like someone who's half horse, half person, which is a little unsettling.
Well, from what I understand, probably some of them have been impacted by some centaur shaman's dreams. The city might be in tow for a raiding or something, so I have the city guard be ready. Beyond that, my days here have been relatively fine. Aside from that whole thing, it kind of begun when I arrived here. It's crazy.
This Entor's thing, the half horse people, like, are there a lot of them around here, or?
Well, there is a band that is supposed to be primarily moving through Yurnia right now. Some of the fortress on the north actually has reported on such movement. Von Duel told us that they came by the Sorcerer's Keep, so I'm assuming that they are making their way west or south.
Oh, and they're all of them like half horse people, yeah?
Kind of, sort of. They're not exactly men. They're Fae. Like pixies. Dryads?
I feel like I remember something about that before. Wasn't it like? I feel like I had. Oh, the axe. Yeah, the axe. The axe I had before. That was supposed to find us stuff that was weird like that, wasn't it? I think.
Yes.
And now Grimthon remembers he sold Choppy.
Yeah, you did. Well, regardless, I'm quite happy to actually be seeing you again. It's been a very long time, and I see that you have actually managed to succeed on quite a few things. Cheers!
Yeah, cheers! Thanks, Bugs on.
And you see Luis, as the two of you drinking, he kind of chimes in going, "Oh, you should have told me you have such nice friends, Clyde. If I knew that you were pals with the general of the guard, I wouldn't have asked you to bring me here. Sounds kind of insensitive on my end."
Oh no, we were already on the way. Not really that big of a deal, you know?
Hmm.
Hey,
Oh,
we were going to ask, like, do either of you know where, like, there's supposed to be, like, a manor or like, a big house that's, like, closer to the mountains than here? Do you know where that is?
the mountains. There is the Baron's estate.
Yeah, that one.
Uh, well, if I am correct or not, I believe that the best bet would be. Well, there is actually the estate by the mines. Probably that's where you would have to go. Why?
Oh, we were looking to pop over to his house, so we were trying to figure out where it was. People were like, "Oh, well, it's close to the mountain," but they weren't clear on whether it was like right up next to it or like a bit of the way there, kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're planning on visiting the man?
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah, you can easily take the road towards the mines.
Alright, cool. So like he kind of Grimdog pulls out his map. So this one.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, I got it right.
It's a day's basically walk from here. Should be able to make it by nightfall if you start in the morning.
What if we took a cart? Because we got a cart on horses and all that.
Probably less.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, and as Clyde's about to speak, you see the door open, and you see a half-elf kind of enter, wearing relatively light armor. And Luis immediately just, oh, well, it's been a pleasure of friends, but I'm afraid it's my time to actually hit the road myself.
Oh, well, it's very nice to meet you. And best of luck with the tournament, yeah?
Oh, best of luck to you too.
Do I recognize that though?
Yeah, it's the same half elf you actually met on the Scarlet Emporium. And he shouts down after Lewis, "Come on! You literally told us you're going to be 2 days away at most. It's been 3. Come on." Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm moving. He looks. As per his looks, he has short brown hair and a relatively wide smile on his face. A bit of a scar on his chin. Wears green clothing with white sleeves. Nothing too much extraordinary about him.
I feel like something is going down because we keep running into this party. And I
What?
don't like
No,
it.
it's nothing. Don't
I
worry
like
about it.
these people. I want to see them die, Jen.
They're gonna die. I was just like in the back of his mind, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
You mother.
And
Soon.
I'm gonna smile. Didn't coat his head. Just
Yeah.
That's
Grim
people do.
turns over towards Clyde and goes, "Yo, he was saying that he's heading towards the tournament."
Oh, you're heading towards the tournament.
Yeah, the old beardy going over there. He was saying that he's heading towards the tournament. So
Yeah, they actually
Well,
exit
probably-
from the building. Oh, they're heading.
oh, is Clyde leaving too, or is it just
no,
it's
Clyde
Gabe?
is staying. The two of them just left.
Yeah, cool.
Well, look at that. More and more people are actually living for the tournament nowadays, don't they?
Well, that's where we're off to. Yeah, after we get done with this, we're probably heading straight over there. Don't think there's
Speaking-
anything else.
Is there a tournament screen in this tavern?
Good question, actually.
Yes.
I was gonna look at it.
It is currently completely empty, devoid of imagery.
Oh, so it's not showing anything.
No, just looks like a glass panel.
Oh well, dang.
Oh, that's weird. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, yeah, it's very likely that, well, either nothing interesting is happening, or the barkeep may have forgotten to have it opened. And you see the woman behind the counter kind of pipe back. It's not that. I'm gonna have it functioning tomorrow. The glass is cracked from the inside.
Oh, who broke it?
We had a fellow. Well, we had a fellow costumer just during one of the screenings get a bit too angry, and they threw a rock at the glass. So I'm gonna have
Listen
Oh.
to Kiki.
so I'm
Could
gonna
you put that back together?
Maybe. I could take a look at it if you wouldn't mind.
certainly go for it.
And she starts to mend the glass.
It does mend.
Oh wow. Does it start functioning again, or is
Yes,
it that?
you
oh,
notice immediately as the glass begins to mend, an image appears. What appears to be a halfling wearing robes and holding a staff, kind of pointing towards what appears to be a giant. And you see it all.
He's gonna get eaten.
You notice not even because a rock gets to him first.
Ah, dang it.
Oh! Oh! Yeah. Shanks, where'd you go?
My pleasure.
Really was hoping you'd get.
And as all of you are sitting there, I'm gonna say that this is where we're in the session because outside of the cities of Azanta, you simply, as like we're leaving Azanta, there is a single figure on top of the nearby glaive. The hoof print of a horse kind of hitting the ground, and behind it, as the night begins to succumb,
Thank you.
a light and a beep. Yeah, it's hilarious. You notice that the thunder clouds begin to roll in. And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
A storm is coming.
Oh boy.
Nobody please. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Actually,
That was awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have this up and going into YouTube hopefully soon. Jen, yes. And after we have done to YouTube, we should be able to just hopefully YouTube will allow me to post a 4-hour video or something. So
You might need to cut it up into 2 hour and 2 hour, but generally YouTube nowadays is fine with longer videos. So
we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and this has been the game.
catch you next time.
See ya.
See.